There's no intro, so there's not. Don't worry. There's not a delay. My laptop's not broken. It's not. There's no intro. There's no intro. Just bring the people in on it, man. Just bring the people in, man, because this is getting ridiculous now. This show's getting ridiculous now, and it don't deserve my intro. It doesn't even deserve my time, to be honest. And technically, it's not getting my time. It's the demon team that's getting. Because otherwise, bro, this stinks. This stinks. And listen, we're gonna have a word. I'm not doing play. I'm not going. I'm not doing the play-by-play every single match. I don't care. I don't care. I'll say what the match was, and then I'll move on because at this point, nobody cares about what's happening in these matches, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, if the title's not changing hand, we don't care what's happening in the match, bro. Because the storytelling is nil pois blood. It's zero. You get me? It's trash. So I couldn't give a damn. And as for stories, limited, very limited. Even if you could call them stories, this is childish blood. It's infantile. In fact, it's delinquency is what it is, bro. Yeah, it's absolutely abhorrent behavior, blood. Yeah, it stinks. The laziness seeps through my screen, bro. Even with the tactics I told you guys to get through Netflix's Raw and SmackDown, which I told you, don't watch it live. Wait for it to finish. Watch it after so you can forward through it. I did that. I did that. And I'm telling you, bro, at one point it was an hour and 14 minutes in. Bear in mind I was skipping through. I turned it off and then I put it back on because I needed a breather, bro. I needed to think. This is terrible TV. It's terrible TV. Uh, Morris, we're talking about everything. We'll definitely get to the releases, bro. But it's gonna go hand in hand with this show because we're not doing the feel sorry for people business. Obviously, I don't want anyone to lose their job. Hopefully, they're all in good position in their life. They've taken care of their money. If they've taken care of their money and they've got good money management, they'll be okay. You get me? And if you're good enough at whatever you do, you'll rise back and get what you need to do. But yeah, it's disappointing with some people, considering that I literally told you guys like the Raw after Mania, the review, I spoke about releases in that. Nobody listens to me, bro. I told you it's April. Okay, we got a couple of days after, so instead of doing it April, they give you another week and done it in May. Safe on it. I told you this was happening. I told you this was happening. The only surprise to me, which I'm glad by the way, is when I said this 2 weeks ago. I said I wouldn't be surprised if they bring Aleister Black in and then they release Zelina. But I'm glad they didn't release her. She's the champion. Good for her. It stinks. Big up Zayn. Knowing nobody caring about that stinking draft. Because they don't make it. Listen, a draft, when people don't turn up to rest, and bear in mind, I'm not even mad at the wrestlers for not turning up. Because let's be honest, I work for myself. But if I had a boss, or when I had a boss, if my manager said I can get paid the same and I don't have to turn up to work, I'm not turning up to work, bro. I'm not turning up to work. I'm spending time with my family. So do your job properly. People ahead, people in the suits, and yeah, Zane, it's not even against you, but as a draft, yeah, you're right, Morris. This isn't SmackDown versus Raw when they got the great games and the two great sides, and they got like Batista's one champion and this guy's another champion. This is 2025 stinking us. The draft since COVID. Since COVID's happened and there's been drafts, you basically draft and then still go wherever you want. You just draft and go wherever you want. The only time, to be fair to the Bloodline and Roman, they held it down on SmackDown for ages, and while he had that championship, he very rarely made an appearance on Raw. That's why when he went on to that Netflix January the 6th, I wanted to say it's the first time Roman had appeared in a Raw ring to wrestle in like 6 years or something like that. But this whole build up of the past year after WrestleMania 40 to WrestleMania 41, Cody turned up where he wanted. Drew McIntyre turned up where he wanted. See him, and I know this because we watched them fight on Raw, but then we saw the conclusion to their thing happen on SmackDown. So nobody cares anymore. Nobody cares. I get it. While the Usos had their belts, they had to because they were representing both and they were undisputed champions. But a draft doesn't matter when these guys are not going to turn up anyway. Like why? I said to my son, just they announced that Cody was missing this SmackDown and is missing the next SmackDown, but he'll be back the SmackDown after. Now, I don't know. You don't need to be a rocket scientist to work out the maths on this, but that means that Cody's going to come back to SmackDown after Backlash. WWE, listen. It's time to stop insulting the fans, and you're insulting us now because it's getting stupid. Because clearly that means to us that okay, so you're just hiding Cody away because you don't know how to have a good story with Cody and Randy on the same side and the same brand, and giving Randy a title shot because Cody's not injured. Like what I just said to my son was Cody getting attacked at Elimination Chamber. John Cena kicked him in the balls. Then they beat the shit out of him. He got beat up with the belt. He got his eardrum burst from Travis Scott. We didn't see him the week after, and he had a black eye. This one, he just got kicked in the balls and got a title to the head. Now, you realize that on night one of WrestleMania, the triple threat match, which was the main event, those guys went through tables and steel chairs and all of that got hit with, and they all got hit in the balls by Paul, and then they all turned off the Monday after. So what's his reason for not being here? Does he need to get himself together? Is he sad that he lost his story? Is he sad that the book got burnt and he's depressed about it? What the fuck are we doing here? Listen, I don't want to make wild statements without doing my due diligence and checking, but I'm happy to make this statement and be wrong. This is the worst back-to-back Raw and SmackDown I've seen. Possibly, I don't even want to say ever, but no, not ever. It's the most boring Raw and SmackDown I've ever seen back-to-back. That's what I'll say. Because if I say it's trash, you're not going to try and bring up something where, yeah, there's probably like Michael Cole talking to a laptop and that, and I weren't feeling that still. Or you're going to show me Alberto Del Rio versus someone from Geordie Shore or something. But all I'm saying is, brother, I thought when we did the review of Monday Night Raw, surely at least SmackDown might. No, bro. This is the brother. Like this show could be cancelled from the. It could be Where's Drew? This today's show could be torn away from the WWE history books, and you would never know. So you know on the network when you used to be able to click on Raw, SmackDown, write the date in the year, and then the scroll, and it'll have like Monday, constantly, Friday. I swear to God, you'd scroll through and you wouldn't even realize that you skipped past the beginning of May. Tell me something that happened today that has any relevance apart from the fact that you've done stuff that we already knew. So last week we saw, and like I said, I'm not going through this play-by-play. I'm just talking about the main stuff because it was shit. So last week we had the match between LA Knight and Drew. So Drew was there last week, so I don't know what happened to him this week. And the match got interrupted. Solo spiked LA Knight, I think it was, and then on the other side of the ring, Damien Priest come and got Drew, even though Drew had just beat him at WrestleMania the night before, so we didn't need to see you in it, the week before. So we had that, and we knew at the time, because we did the review, that's going to lead to a triple. That's going to lead to a fatal four-way match. Oh yeah, would you know today it's official fatal four-way match at Backlash? Because we're too lazy to write separate stories for these people, so we'll just throw four of them in a match. Like we didn't get enough fatal four-ways, triple threat matches, and smosh matches at WrestleMania. That's all WrestleMania was. Didn't we have We had a triple threat match for the women's. Well, not even the main event. The women kicked off the show or whatever it was. They had a triple threat match. The other show ended with a triple threat match. Now we got a fatal four-way match. Wasn't there a fatal four-way match for the Intercontinental title as well? The one what Dom won. What, bro? You can't fool me, bro. And I'm sure that most of the fans are as intelligent, bro. You can't fool us, bro. And then you have the cheek in between this absolute trash. You want to drop Netflix trailers about, oh, we got a documentary called WWE Unreal, heading you in the writer's room. First of all, you dumb motherfuckers, bro. You think that we want to hear that it's called Unreal? Are you trying to troll the fans again, bro? Do you think that fans haven't heard that their whole life? You still watch that wrestling thing, you do know it's not real, innit? Brother, these men are really mashing each other up in the ring. They're trying not to kill each other. And yes, the storylines, bro. We know. That's why when I walk out the cinemas, people don't go, oh, you know that movie you just watched? It's not real, you know. Yes, your mom's not real, blood. So I don't need WWE telling me that. I don't need Triple H telling me that in podcasts. I don't need The Rock telling me that on podcasts. We know. We get it. You have the cheek to release people this week and also release Did they see the day before they released one of the head writers, of the head of creative or something like that? One of the creative writers. So a geezer that's going to be in the documentary, you decided to release him. Just why you want to embarrass him or something like that? Because if he's that high up in creative, we're going to see him in the documentary now. So you just wanted to embarrass him. I bet he told his family, "Oh my god, babe, maybe you might want to give me some ass tonight, man. I got myself in a Netflix documentary." Yeah, and now you've been fired, and you got to go home and tell her that you ain't got no job no more. But then I'm thinking, whoever this guy is, maybe you should be fired because this creative sucks, bro. And Triple H, you probably should fire yourself, bro. You think you and Nick Khan should come to a mutual agreement and say, "I'm not cut out for this business. I'm a wrestler. I'm not a writer, bro." People don't go into other people's line of work and just decide that they're the best at it. You know what I'm saying? You don't just stop being a footballer and then the day after you're like, "I'm just gonna take over Manchester City because I can, because I played under Pep Guardiola." You know, yeah. You know what, Rafa Nadal. Listen, I'm retired now, so I'm just gonna go and be the next tennis guy's new coach. And what are we talking about here, bro? What are we talking about here, bro? This is stupid. And again, we are not dumb. Stop taking the piss out of the fans, bro. You got Randy Orton out here, who's an absolute you know how much it pains me to even say anything negative towards Randy Orton. He's an absolute legend. But brother, these promos suck, bro. And it ain't because he's not good on the mic. It's not because he's not good on the mic. It's because he sucks. I know Murray's not the same as Thierry Henry because Thierry Henry didn't finish. He didn't finish at Arsenal and start managing Arsenal. That's my point. WWE is the biggest wrestling company on the planet, bro, and it always has been. So the equivalent is having the biggest football team on the planet. Let's do Real Madrid, and then Vinicius Jr. decides to manage them tomorrow because he broke his leg. It doesn't make any sense. Remember, in football, you can't just manage these people. You have to have a coaching license. Did Triple H go to uni for writing? He didn't. Did he become a screenwriter? He didn't. Did he go and shadow some movie directors? He didn't. He just, "Oh yes, I am the game. Are you ready?" Yeah. I'm gonna do what WWE doesn't do. I'm definitely gonna have to separate the man from who Triple H is, because this Paul Levesque, he sucks, bro. Triple H, bad boy, but this Paul Levesque dude, the narcissist who wants to get his face in the camera every single week, nah, bro, not feeling that at all. How about you focus on creative? You get me? How am I enjoying Stephanie's Places, that documentary? It's 24 minutes an episode. How am I enjoying the Stephanie's Places documentary more than Raw and Smackdown? Someone tell me that, bro. Stupid motherfuckers, bro. Like, what are we doing? Just fleecing people for their money. There's been a mad inflation in prices. I saw what somebody posted online earlier about the tickets from 2022 in Detroit, Michigan to 2025 Detroit, Michigan from Monday Night Raw. 2 tickets premium package. They paid $254 for their tickets in 2022. Front row, seat 1 and 2. Seat 1 and 2. 2025, $939 for the same seat, bro. For a worse product. For an absolute worse product, bro. Up the prices when you do something better, and mugging us up, and then you don't even want to like. I'm gonna tell you not to go watch this, innit, if you haven't watched it. So Karrion Kross dropped a documentary last night called Killer Kross. It's free to watch. It's on his YouTube channel. Been a fan of Karrion Kross. Been a fan of Killer Kross, bro. Always supported him on this channel. I'm watching this documentary and I'm getting mad for him, bro. And what did I say on the last stream when I went off on one? Aleister Black, Bray Wyatt, Karrion Kross. Those are the 3 names I mentioned. What did I say? Isn't it funny that the most creative guys, they're the ones who got released before? Because they probably, "Oi, yo, I'm thinking about this idea. What you thinking?" Not really feeling that. Nobody wants to listen to me when I said that. But as soon as Karrion Kross cut his promo, "Oh my God, Savage, have you seen the pipe bomb promo? What he done?" Yeah, that's what I said. It's not rocket science. I've got eyes, bro. I can observe things. This geezer's mad creative. He made everything on NXT mad creative. He's even doing what with the bits he can do on Raw and SmackDown. He tries to be creative. These men want to put the handcuffs on him. And you know what he said in the documentary? His main objective is just to please he just wants to be creative for the fans. They asked Scarlett when she was away from him, she's like, trust me, with him, it's not even about money. It's creative first. He just wants everything to be. He said he wanted the fans to get their money's worth. He said there's people out there who are in debt, people out there who are not well off in money and stuff like that. And I don't want them paying for a product that's not worth it. Thank you, Karen, for caring about the fans, bro. Because clearly the man them who have the job above you don't. This is new wrestling, guys. Get used to it. These men are not doing, oh my God, we've sold 40,000, but no. They're saying for each single person, how much can we get out of each single person now? That's what they're doing. Did you see the premium package tickets for WrestleMania, bro? Please tell me you saw that. And it wasn't even the main one. Because the main one, you got to sit down and ring the bell. Brother, you think I'm paying extra on the ticket to ring the fucking bell, blood? Am I a prick? For the people that don't know, I'm giving you not even the highest one. This is the second highest one. $38,000. I'm sitting back so you can let that sink in, bro. Let that sink in, bro. And hear what I just said, bro. Hear what I just said to you, bro. $38,000, bro. Yeah, the SummerSlam one's worse, I know.
It's 45 grand to meet Kevin Nash in front row.
Brother, I'd pay not to meet Kevin Nash. Big Daddy Cool, blood, Diesel. $45,000. Motherfucker, listen to me. Let me just tell these wrestling fans, bro. I don't care how rude this sounds. I'm happy being rude. You see the last name Savage. It's there for a reason. If you don't have your own yard, if you haven't paid a mortgage, if you don't own a car, if you haven't paid your water rate, your electric, your gas, your gardening bills, your pet bills, the vet bills, and you pay for that ticket and you're broke and you're walking around in your long, sweaty Metallica top with your greasy ass hair, smelling of wet dog, and you haven't paid for that, you're a punk, bruv. You're a punk, bruv. The things that I love the most in this world, bro, in terms of sports and that, wrestling, football, UFC, boxing. Let me tell you something, bro. With my son next to me, I love my son. Oh yeah, son. Oh yeah, we might get to go to the World Cup. How much is the ticket? Oh well, son, I've got 40 grand, and I've only got 40 grand. Now we could buy a new car for the family and go on holiday and have money for the rest of the year and pay you some money for when you go to auditions and that. Or we can go and watch WrestleMania, blood. What you want to do? I swear to God, if my son says WrestleMania, I'm punching him up and he has to leave the family now, blood. What do you mean? Because then I've got to feel bad about it. I'm telling him, so he tells me, don't be stupid, Dad. He has to tell me, don't be stupid. 30 grand for that WrestleMania. Oh my God, it's just dawned on me. At least the SummerSlam one, you don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Brother, in hindsight, for that WrestleMania that we just witnessed, for the flipping coffee shop brawl of El Grande Cappuccino versus Latte Logo and that, blood. For 30 seconds of believing in Joe Hendry, blood. For the terrible main event for Travis Scott. It's not even that much for Travis Scott's concerts, bruv. I could have paid for a Raw or just a live show. I could have paid for a live show, a Travis Scott concert, a John Cena movie. Yeah, I could have paid for all of that, met all of these guys separate, and not spent 10 grand. But you want me to pay that much for a WrestleMania ticket, bruv? Because this is what they tried to say. Oh well, we get to do Crazy Golf with the Miz one day. You know what they did on Crazy Golf with the Miz? This is what these motherfuckers did. I saw it. Big up to my man who does the streams as well. What's his name? Troy Dunn or something. He's a G still. I like him. So I watched this video. They put on the Crazy Golf with the Miz and meeting John Cena at the same time. So I pay 38 grand, but now I've got to make a choice. Now, clearly, I'm probably going to pick John Cena, but the John Cena one's less personable. The other one, I get to play golf with the Miz. They paid for Bret Hart, and Bret Hart came out looking grumpy, blood. Listen, Bret Hart, I love you, bro. You're my first hero in wrestling. You see, if I pay 38 grand, and you don't smile at me, blood, I'm kicking you in the balls, bro. You see, remember that Hall of Fame when the geezer rushed the stage? I'm battering this guy, bro. I'm battering this guy. 38 grand and you don't want to smile. This kid, listen, I kid you not, this I walked down the escalator. The woman was like, yeah, Brett, we gotta go over there. Brother, listen, for 38 grand, I need to see you come out. I don't care how old and out of shape you are. You need to wear the little pink and black leggings with the boots. You need to wear that black leather jacket, the singlet thing. You need to wear the glasses. You need to dye your hair. You need to get some Botox to look younger. Brother, listen to me. 38,000 is absolute abhorrent behavior, bro. It's abhorrent behavior, bro. And you know it's because TKO paid for this company and they didn't look at the finances. They thought they're gonna make more money than they are, bro. Netflix are looking at man like, listen, you're gonna give us whatever documentaries we want. Pay $5 billion. We want the money back, bro, and more. They've got to have some get out of free clause out of that contract, bro.
They should make like a thing where they do a thing with, obviously I don't know how it would work because there's so many WWE fans, but there should be a thing where they have like an idea, a thing like schedule where they can ask fans for creative ideas. I know it sort of ruins it. But
no, it doesn't. It doesn't. You know what? Don't fucking ruin it, bro. This is why you're a smart kid, brother. Triple H said, because that's called market. Remember when we watched The Apprentice? That's market research, and they go and get the kids to taste the food and all that. Triple H said, "For all people online, blah blah blah. We've got our own market research. We got 16,000 people yeeting. You dumb motherfucker, bro. They would yeet if it was shit all good, bro. But what are you talking about?" I said, tell me, go back and watch Logan Paul and Jey Uso in the ring on Monday, bro. Listen to the promo and tell me that you don't see Jey telling them to shut up as well, bro. At one point, he was trying to talk and he said, yeah, calm down, bro. Can't even the yeets get into me. I'm trying to talk and that. You're making me like a dickhead. Stop yeeting, blood. I seen, you see the backstage video in the lobby of the hotel with Randy Orton and he's walking past and the like WrestleMania is like, oh, yeah, we paid the price of the ticket, and Randy's face was like, rah, that's how much you paid. Because you know he wanted to say, refund that shit. Yeah, Morris, I did see thingy Bret Hart roll his eyes at Triple H. Man, that is spitting water on me when I'm at Hall of Fame. Bro, I'm 60 years old, blood. You know, Triple H is a legend in his own right, innit? But don't bring me onto the stage. I'm Stone Cold Steve Austin and Bret Hart. Do not bring me on the stage and think you're going to walk ahead of me and spit water into the sky like it's 2002, blood. Am I a prick, bro? I'm Stone Cold, bro. Madness. Hey, that's it, man. It's one of those, isn't it? But let's get to this stupid show. And as I said, you're not getting play-by-play action, bro. All I know is it started with a pointless promo. And LA Knight's always going to be good on the mic, and Damon Priest is decent on the mic as well. But they just moaned about nothing. You ruined my match last week. Damon's like, yeah, I ruined your match, but you kind of was Solo who ruined your match. And then LA Knight's kind of like, well, no, because they rang the bell when you pulled Drew out the match. So, and I'm like, hold on a minute. That means Drew just won the match, bro. So what's this conversation about? And they're like, oh, we're going to have a match tonight. Oh, why should we wait? Should we get a referee out here? Yeah. Should we get a referee? I'm champion. Yeah. All right. Ref came out. Dumb shit. You know what happened, guys, don't you? You know what happened. Yes, that's it. Jacob Fatu came out again, blood. Yeah. And then he went backstage. Nick Aldis, listen, line them up. I'll knock them down. All gas, no water or something. And whatever. All of that shit, bro. I'm all gas now. No brakes now. You know what I mean? I get it. You know what I mean? We get a fatal 4-way at Backlash. Nobody cares. I love Zelina Vega, yeah. Don't put her against Piper Niven again. I've had enough of this match, bro. I've had it, brother. What is the stats on Zelina versus thingy Piper Niven? I swear they've just been wrestling the whole time. Even when Chelsea had the title, they were wrestling. Every week, it's Zelina versus Alba Fire. Zelina versus Piper Niven. Alba Fire versus Alina, Piper gets involved. Piper versus Alina, Alba Fire gets involved. One match, Chelsea gets involved. Title shot, lose. Chelsea versus Michin, rerun it back. Tell me I'm wrong. That's what we get every week, bro. And now you took her out of that stupid gladiator cosplay costume to put her in a stupid I don't even know, some stupid CIA suit. Fine, National Service or whatever it's called. Brother, I didn't think she was gonna wrestle in it. Now I got Piper even wrestling in the suit, bro. Bruv, with knee pads on the outside. Listen, I'm really trying to hold back because I don't want to say anything bad about Piper Niven because she's done nothing wrong to me. I liked her on NXT UK, but they made her like an idiot, bro. I'm saying that Dewdrop's better than this. Just run Dewdrop back. I thought that was the end of it. Run Dewdrop back in it. But obviously Zelina won because she ain't gonna lose, is she? Chelsea's out here mourning the title. Big up Chelsea because she always, you know what I mean? She always grasps and tries to do her thing. But... And then for the second week in a row, Zelina and Aleister Black follow each other. I don't. Is Triple H on? He's on some lover boy thing, but like, is he? Oh, you know what? I brought your husband back. You know what I'm gonna do for you guys? I love you so much. I'm gonna give you the title, and when you two have matches, I'm gonna put them back to back. That way, when you leave, you can just leave after. You just, hey, that's exactly what Triple H is saying to them. Listen, Alistair, come here, mate. You know, I've got you back for me. Don't be that. Sorry about what happened before with Vince and all that. But what I'm going to do is, show's about 3 hours, and even I know it's boring, so you don't want to stay and watch it. So what we're going to do is put your match and your missus' match next to each other. They're both going to be about 11 minutes, 20 minutes of work, go home, cuddle, because all you're going to do is couple black masses anyway. That's exactly what they did. Zelina went up the ramp. The match was over. They did that little stupid break where they just show you everything for no reason. Play some weekend. It's always weekend or Travis Scott anyway. And then next match, The Miz versus Aleister Black, which I told you that was going to happen. I am the mass. I know the methods of WWE like the back of my hand, brother. This is going to happen all the time. I'm just waiting for Tozawa versus Rusev. That's what I'm waiting for because you know that's going to happen, bro. So every week, this is the same thing. This is the same thing. You know what I mean? He's either in the ring where nothing makes sense because to this day, what has Aleister Black got a problem with the Miz for? So you left AEW to come back and big your career up, and the Miz was talking, and you decided I'm going to go kick the Miz in the face. You didn't want to go kick Cody in the face. You don't want to kick John Cena in the face.
Yeah, why does this not happen? Why do we not debut people and they go straight to the champion?
Because clearly they're booking them to be losers, bro. Because that's what a loser would do.
Yeah.
Okay, listen to this. If I go to you, listen, we want to debut in the Premier League, and you got one chance, man. Impress the people. You can pick who you want to play against, bro. But man gonna tell me Ipswich, bro. I think he's gonna get over, but I'm not trying to hear it, bro. I ain't gonna try. It's so stupid, bro. Both debuts with Rusev and Aleister Black, both of them made no sense. Both of them made no sense. Unless they've actually put Aleister Black in the exact same character he was before he left, where he just wanted to pick a fight.
Yeah.
Remember that? Knock my door and pick a fight. That's all he wanted to do. All right. Pick a fight with the people that have been here 20 plus years and don't even wrestle that much anymore. That's smart. And that's for Rusev, bro. Oh, yeah, I'll just go after Otis because why not? And then Otis is huge, bro. He's a big guy. He shouldn't be getting just matched up, bro. This is Otis who won the Money in the Bank, by the way. Dog it. Remember that Otis, bro? Otis and Mandy Rose, the one who got us through lockdown. But now he's a prick, bro.
That actually did carry lockdown too.
He carried lockdown, bro. There's a few people in lockdown that did their thing. Him and Mandy Rose did their thing, bro. Drew did his thing. I didn't even like Drew in lockdown, but
because Dolph was a part of the story.
Yeah.
And they just moved him off.
And then Retribution got involved, and we'll have to talk about what happened there. But you know what I'm saying? Flapjack and them man. That's his name, innit?
Was that his name?
He was the name of the one with the mask on his face, Flapjack, and the one who kept changing the name to
Bebop.
No, that's Ninja Turtles, bro. The one who changed the name to Mace T-Bar and Flapjack. That's what it was. That's but then. And then Mace turned into Marseille, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the Zesty Dons, bro. You know, is that after that, bro? Man, what's the other one's name? What's his name again? The The one of Asian descent.
Mansoor.
Mansoor, blood. Notice that once the term Mansoor zested, he never went back to Saudi again, blood. Man said he never went back there again. So
What
yeah.
are them zesty characters? Is it TNA they're on now?
Yeah,
Still
and
the same characters.
yeah. They're still the same characters. They're opposite sides. They're both painfully slow to watch. Oh yeah, you're on about the pipe and every match. Yeah, man. Man said there's a house show toilet break. Funny enough, yeah, I don't think I've ever been to the toilet on a house show unless they do the regular interval. But the fact that you're saying it's a toilet break shows how bad it was. I bet they crossed paths in Gorilla and hugged and kissed. And well, they did last week because I saw the pictures on Zelina's. Well, but listen, man, big up Zelina still. You know what I mean? And Zelina, big up for the followers still, Carl. You posted the video and I've got a couple followers right now. They love me, Zelina. Send me to Puerto Rico. Me and Bad Bunny versus I don't know.
They'd be better off if they bought Bad Bunny back.
Bro, listen, bro.
Is it go?
I've never been so wrong about anything in my life, blood. And I'm not about Bad Bunny's music because I like his music. I don't understand half stuff he's saying, but I like his music. I've never been so wrong to not want a celebrity to be there, and he comes out and does that in Puerto Rico, blood. Because I didn't really care for. Although even when he done the tag team with him and Damien, and he had he done the Destroyer and that.
We're gonna get Logan versus Jay in it, and we just know Logan's not gonna win.
Oh yeah, it's obviously gonna be Logan versus Backlash. Yeah, Bad Bunny's cold, bro. The only thing is, I have a problem watching the tag team match, bro. Because when I watch it back, Damien's got these like gay ass dreads and blood, like these extensions and that. And then that's around the time when the Miz got injured by zombies. Remember?
He got dashed over the barricade.
Yeah, man.
Forgot about that.
Big up Light of the Darkness. Big up, bro. USA. That Booker T song, don't understand a single word, but it's a bop. Oh, the thing you did, the GI Bro song, blood. That song is so cold, bro. But yeah, man. I watch that entrance for Bad Bunny all the time. Yeah. Oi, blood! Yo! And they got the drone footage going around and that, bro. Man, I'm telling people, you don't know about stars until you know about Bad Bunny in his own setting, bro. Like this geezer sells out arenas everywhere. Bad Bunny, my God. Blood. You know what I mean? It's a bit of a weirdo, though, but it's not played. Yeah, I think. Was it that thingy movie as well, man? Bullet Train?
Yeah.
He was a villain, bad boy. Anywho, what did I just talk about? Zelina's match. Oh yeah, this I just spoke to my son about this, man, and I mean this, innit? And I'm not doing this, guys. So like, when we start talking about the releases and that, you don't need to tell me this person got released and this person should have got released. It ain't for me to tell man whose job they should go. But I can tell you if you're good at your job though, because I'm a fan. Now, forget man keeping a job and that. Why backstage? This name is terrible, by the way, to this day. Forget it. I'm not doing it. Nathan Fraser and Axiom, because Fraxium sounds like some vaginal disease blood. It's like, oh, babe, can I have some sex? Babe, I can't. Got the Fraxium. got the Fraxium. Oh man, really? Is it serious? Nah, it's level 1. Fair enough. Level 3. Yeah, man. You have a whole sentence over there. How's the Fraxium? Nah, serious, you know. How bad? It's pretty deadly. Bars blood. Yeah, speaking of pretty deadly, these guys flipping Elton John and Big Gay Al blood. Bro, what are we doing? Honestly, like, these men ain't stupid. Like, the one thing I will say when it comes to WWE superstars is I don't want anyone to lose their job here. But some people are just turning up for a check-in. And if you are doing that and you lose your job, whatever, because clearly some people are just like, yeah, I'm happy with my character. There ain't no way I'm coming out in that two-piece suit what they like wear with their whole peck out, bruv, and hairy chest. Doing no, but when you even that, like, no joke, when you see like Onyway's Essex and that, bro, the Essex man them ain't doing that. They groom themselves and that. Like these are the kind of man them that go get their eyebrows done and all that stuff. But they're not like dickheads, bro. In fact, they're more likely to be like Austin Theory, but like not speak like him, but try to take care of themselves. Bro, these men come out every single week, they say nothing, and they do the wiggly hands. And they think that's over. They think the fans are gonna do. Oh, Brother, if you don't put your spirit fingers down right now, bro, what are you talking about, bro? That's why when they did it to Pete and Pete just snapped up man's finger, blood. Just snap it up, bro. So anyway, backstage segment because they've got nothing for Byron Saxon to do but interview people that no one cares about. So all right, Byron's there in his stupid suit and his big head, and then Fraxium, you had your victory last week, yeah. I was like, okay, and then Pretty Deadly come out of nowhere because everyone knows about this backstage segment. Everybody comes out of nowhere, even though you clearly can see each other, bro. There's no door there, but you're having an interview looking this way, and then this kid's just bops in out of nowhere. Stupid. But anyway, they come over and they're like, oh, yeah, you new latest tag team on the roster, are you? Yeah, around here, you can't just get anything, you have to earn it. Who the fuck are you lot to talk about earning it?
Should have been Street Profits.
Yeah. Who the hell are you lot? And he's like, we know you're probably a pretty good tag team. And then Big Gay Al said, well, actually, Elton John, we don't actually know if they're a good tag team because we ain't wrestled them, have we? And it's like,
both called Elton.
Huh?
They're not both called Elton.
No, one's called Elton and Elton John, one's Big Gay Al, blood. I don't know, bro.
I think his name's Kit Prince or something.
Yeah, bro. Kip Clifford or something, bro. Whatever, man. Just, yeah, man. You know what I'm saying, bro? Kip Thorne. Oh, no, blood. Kip Clips. Where's that guy? Where's that wrestling guy? We got Kip Clips still. That's my guy still. But, yeah, man. It's like, oh, yeah, we haven't wrestled them, so how would we know we're good? It's like, well, maybe. I've just gone back there, and I spoke to, that's exactly what they said, by the way. And I spoke to Uncle Nick, and he said, we're going to have a match up next. Hold on a minute. But you lot just started this conversation, so how did you... So you preempted speaking to Nick, and then proceeded to have this stupid conversation, even though surely Fraxim have to agree to fighting you. That was rude what you just done to that guy. He's got kids. So we get that match. Okay. There's not much point of talking about what happened in the match when it comes to Fraxium, and they're great in the ring. But there was a stupid botch in this ring. I don't know what happened, bro. But Elton John, he mashed up his mouth and that, blood. They forgot to kick out, bro. So the ref counted, and she just stopped at 2. She literally stopped at 2. She slapped and then she just threw her hand down and then looked around like a crackhead, bro. All right, yeah. Obviously, Fraxium won, and they'll probably fight again in 2 weeks and pretend that we never saw it. So, here's what Kip Wilson. All right, man. Moving on from there, we get the. Oh my god, man! This was. I'm starting to have a problem with the women's division now, and it's I'm not blaming them for it. But we've gone backwards, bro. We went from women's evolution to this trash, bro.
We need the evolution, baby.
So, I mean, putting that pay-per-view on, at least it means that the US title and the Intercontinental title could be flipping. Imagine they got left off that. But we had. I want to get the order right. So we had Nia Jax come to the ring. Something else. She has some cleavage, so big up Nia. Cause can't just be covering up like a bin bag every week. You know what I mean? Little boobs and that ain't hurt no one. You know what I mean? And she come out to cut the regular heel promo. To be fair to Nia, but like she does get heat from the fans and they do boo her. But I'm being deadly serious. At the moment, like I don't want to hear any of them talk about for Naomi, blood. Bro, because they're not saying shit, bro. Like the promo that Nia cut was like a 90s promo. So they got in the ring and it's like, oh, did you miss me? It's like, well, I went home for WrestleMania and I rested and I rejuvenated and now I'm back with energy. And then she don't cheat me. You look at the camera and I'm back to win my women's title. And then when just as she finished the title, it's so obvious, bro. It's like someone's backstage going in Gorilla. My women's just go. And then she comes out with the best thing I ever done was cash in on you. Because I'm not the same Tiffy anymore. I'm not the same that you woman used to bully anymore. What was you going to say? You're going to say you're going to beat me for the title. I'll fight you anywhere, any place, anytime. Cue Naomi's music. Oh my god. Oh my god. Cue the music. Naomi comes out. She got a great promo, to be fair. And I like this because one, the promo was good. And two, there was a geezer with a Seth Rollins top on shouting at Naomi. She told him to shut his mouth and started to argue with him, which was great. You get me? She got to the end by the ring. And then, Oh yeah, blah blah blah. The reason why I like this promo because she said while Tiffany was running her mouth, and I said, you know what, you have some cheek because the whole time I've been trying to win that women's title since I come back to WWE, you and Nia's made my life hell, which is true because she was Nia's right hand woman in it. So she's like, if anything, I'm the one who should go for the women's title. Here comes Jade. Fucking hell, bro. Here comes the storm, bro. Then she starts storming down, and Naomi runs in the ring. Then they all do this weird Spider-Man standoff, and then they all start scrapping. And then at that point, I looked at the time. I said, "This is going to be the main event." And would you know? Ladies. We're not going to do this right now. Tonight, tag team match. Jay Cargill and versus Naomi and Nia Jax. Fuck off, blood. Fuck off, blood. Fuck off. I'll pay not to see that tag team match. So that made the main event. Guys, look, you're not people. I'm saying WrestleMania was 2 weeks ago, and 2 weeks removed from WrestleMania, the main event is this tag team match. No. I said no need for that women's evolution PLE anymore. Yeah, you're right. The amount of women that got released, that's true. Listen. I'm not saying this all the time. I'll just give myself credit because I don't care. I've been the biggest advocate online as a content creator for the women's tag team titles and the women's intercontinental title. And I'm saying this right here, right now. Scrap the women's tag team titles. Just scrap them. Just scrap them. Because you got rid of Chance and Carter, which is the only proper tag team. Liv's gone to make a movie. Scrap the whole thing. Scrap the whole division. We don't even have Becky and Valkyria together anymore because Becky turned on her the day after. Bayley didn't have a tag team partner. Jade and Naomi and Bianca's not together anymore. There's no tag teams. There's none. Imagine growing up back in the day and the men didn't have any tag teams. It's like, oh, Matt and Jeff were just walking around like got no one to fight. Get rid of the titles, bro. Just send them to NXT alone, bro. When the NXT tag team titles today was fine, just send them to NXT. We had a Randy Orton promo. I don't know what you want to say about this promo, blood. I'm just not trying to diss my guy, blood, but no one cares about this promo. The only difference between this promo and all the other promos is that John Cena's not in the ring. And this is the new method with WWE. It's really bothering me, bro. Like, as I said, I don't blame the wrestlers for not turning up because they're not actually not turning up. They've been given time off, bro. There's a big difference. If my son don't turn up at college, or I tell my son you don't have to go to college, there's a big difference, bro. If I don't turn up to work, or the manager says, listen, I'll pay you the same, but you can stay at home. It's not the same, bro. So Randy Orton turns up to cut a promo on John Cena when John Cena's not there, and he tells him, I'm going to kick your head off your shoulders, which is sounding like a heel. I mean, realistically, John Cena should just say, you remember that time when you dragged my dad out of the crowd and kicked him in the head? Who are you talking to? That shuts down anything Randy Orton has to say, to be honest. So, as I said, this isn't about Randy Orton's promo being poor, because it's not. We didn't need it. It had, like, I'm just tell you, like, I was about to say next week. Tomorrow, you won't ever talk about that Randy Orton promo. In fact, later on today, you'll never message one of your friends and go, "Ooh, see that Randy Orton promo." Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. Because there's promos I can remember in wrestling from like stupid years ago, 2002, 2004, 2010. I can maybe not 2010. 2010 was bad times, but you get my point, bro. I can remember Daniel Bryan promos and Kofi promos and Roman. I can remember it. No one ain't gonna remember this Randy Orton promo. It's poor. There's no need for it, bro. For him to just talk about nothing and sound like the heel. Babyface is talking about want to kick the heel's head off. All right. You already RKO'd him, innit? So I don't know if you like realize that since John Cena won the Elimination Chamber, everything's happened exactly the same twice. Same thing happened with Cody and John Cena. The same thing will happen with Randy and John Cena, bro. And I mean exactly the same. It's just like Randy hitting with the RKO and Cody hitting with the crossroads. Tell me I'm lying, bro. The match is there. It's there. I don't even need to make this stuff up. Go onto the YouTube. Go onto the Smackdown playlist. Scroll down, bro. You're gonna see just a couple RKOs and a couple crossroads. And the same thing's gonna happen. What happened to Cody? You get the better of John Cena with your crossroads. Randy, you get the better of John Cena with your RKOs. The PLE happens and you lose, bro. And judging by the way WWE, this is gonna happen all year till John Cena's final match. And I'm telling you, bro, the way I feel at the moment, I'd have John Cena win just to piss everyone off even more.
Just take the title, man.
Take it with you, bro. Take it with you, bro.
And they can bring back the old WWE.
Yeah. Stop, bro. But I agree because Caden, Chance and Carter. Yeah, legitimate tag team, bro. Cena vs. Orton, big old F50. Cena vs. Orton match we know won't be a classic, so I got intentionally excited for the promos where they're both referencing callbacks, putting his dad and giving us rewards and care for over decades. Yeah, I agree with that, bro. Don't get me wrong, man. Like, do your best while you're watching these shows to try and find something to enjoy in it. But don't ever be fooled that these like actually caring about us, but they don't give a shit, bro. But yeah, I'll just say Randy Orton promo because no one came out and said anything to Randy or anything like that. We did have Randy Orton leave his promo, go backstage, and then R-Truth approached him. Which I was saying to my son that this is actually, I like this because R-Truth's normally very confused about everything and he's calling people by the wrong name, but he's not confused when it comes to John Cena at all, bro. John Cena's his childhood hero, and he loves John Cena, and everything John Cena's ever said, that's what he sticks by. So, it's kind of funny him saying that, because I swear him and the Miz used to beat John Cena up all the time. But I'm saying that, like, get R-Truth involved in this, Senate. Either let John Cena beat the shit out of R-Truth next week before the pay-per-view. That way, all the heat's on John Cena, all the fans who keep cheering for Cody and that will start booing John Cena because R-Truth's loved by everyone. Or R-Truth gets involved in that match because his childhood hero is about to lose. Like I'd have R-Truth as a fan in the front row. You know where they do with the Netflix fans? I'd have him there with like popcorn watching, but like because he's such a pro, every time the camera goes on him, when John Cena's getting beat up, it looks like he's gonna cry on that. Like it's actually bothering him to the point where he jumps the barricade and stops Randy. Now, because it's R-Truth, he doesn't have to physically do anything to Randy. You just distract him or distract the ref so that John Cena can low blow Randy and then give him an AA and get out of there. But yeah, I would have that happen. But I like it. And then Randy Orton was about to get heated because he was like, you got no chance of winning that back. That's not against my hero. And then he was about to get angry and then Jimmy popped out of nowhere. Jimmy was like, nah, Randy, you know what he's like, man. Just don't worry about it. Jimmy's so good at just like speaking in general. Like it always seems believable. But the question I do have is, what the fuck is Jimmy doing there? Like he's not in wrestling gear, like at all. He's just in a hoodie, so he's not booked to wrestle. So what are you doing there? This is what's changed over the years. Obviously, when we were growing up, every wrestler didn't wrestle on the show.
Yeah.
But if they were on the show, like they're in the building, you would use them in some kind of segment. You're like APA around the table, the boys doing like poker or something, or betting Mark Henry that you can't bend this bar, or something's going on in that change room. In this modern day, all we have is the Judgment Day stupid bunker blood, where they play 2K and just try to promote the game all the time. They have Carlito say something dumb every episode, and then Liv just rub up Dom's chest and then give Finn dirty looks. That's all we have, bro. So madness. I actually feel bad for Orton in this match because Cena is terrible in the matches. John Cena can do them slow ass punches again, isn't he? I feel though 17 is now a slap in the face for us fans who actually know who's decent in the ring. Yeah, the thing is, like, I can't take it away from John though. He's the absolute legend, bro. So I feel like whether he's your favorite or not, I think objectively we can know. It's so funny. Jeffrey said that. I said to my son earlier that if John Cena beats the brakes off R-Truth, then when R-Truth comes back, he should have little Jimmy with him. Because I'd like have him hit his head or something. All of a sudden we got little Jimmy and R-Truth back, bro. And then I'd let little Jimmy and R-Truth win the tag team titles, bro. Mm-hmm. You get me? And you know Xavier and Kofi would sell the shit out of that.
Yeah.
So Jimmy just R-Truth's like, yeah, Jimmy's a G, man. Little Jimmy. You know how good the R-Truth has to be to sell little Jimmy to us for all them years.
Yeah, it's not a solid 3 years, isn't it?
Yeah, he'll cut a whole promo. Yeah, I mean, he'll tell somebody, it's like, yo, move out of the way, man. You're standing in Jimmy's way. And then they'll look down and move and that, bro. So,
Didn't someone sit on him before?
yeah. I remember when The Miz wrestled himself. Now, bro, the people that everyone thinks is and bear in mind, I like all these superstars in their own way, but the people that everyone thinks is the guy is because they got good moves in the ring, bro. That's not the guy, blood. I'm telling you, I saw The Miz wrestle himself, bro. I saw R-Truth with little Jimmy. I saw Miz and Mizdow, blood. Tell me you didn't love Miz and Mizdow. Come on, man. Mizdow was on the outside of the ring, wrestling himself, doing stunts, bro. Bro, come on, man. And that Intercontinental division at that time, especially like around WrestleMania 31 and that. Oh my.
I think for them, not 2016 to 2018, it was better than the World Championship.
Of course it was, because The Miz was carrying it, bro. The Miz and Ziggler and Bryan and Amber, bro, come on, man.
Even Jericho like that.
Yeah. And then you had like, that's when Harper and that started to go for them belts as well and try and get it. Yeah, man. Yeah, Miz and Mizdow was hilarious. Come on, Jeff, you know the vibes, bro. Like, as much as everyone tries to lie now because it's the gamer and Evolution and my wife Stephanie, listen, man, I hear it, but it's not all great. What is good is Stephanie's Place. You should watch it. It's not long enough though. It's like 25 minutes, but I've enjoyed them so far. The Bloodline one I need to watch because they keep dropping clips of it. But I think I've watched about 5 clips, which adds up to about 20 minutes. So when I watch the main episode, but I might be a bit of a loser in this. I'll take it, but it might be because of how much I love wrestling. The Bloodline episode half makes me emotional, not in a crying way, but while I was watching, I was like, nah, this is like a cold family, bro. And then the fact and what, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's when like Sammy's not on the edge looking like out of place. He's in the middle of them, just chilling. Even when Stephanie's asking about like Sammy, Roman's not looking like what he's looking at. Like
he's gonna cry.
He's like, yeah, it's family, isn't it? Like, and I knew what Sammy said. I knew anyway, just from watching NXT. But he's like, to be fair, I've been on the road with the Usos for years anyway. Because the first Sammy dance was in NXT, innit? So I thought that was nice. I like the fact that like Solo's sitting all quiet. And I was like, yeah, they used to bully me because he wouldn't say nothing nice about them. I love that, man. Didn't know Solo's middle name was Yokozuna. Yeah, that's cold, man. That family's ridiculous. Like when on the ESPN clip, when it's showing them talking about the family members, and there's just one after the other, over and over again. And I was like, it's not even finished now. There's I'm gonna get the names wrong now. There's Yokozuna's son, Lance, I think. There's Journey, that's Jacob's brother, the one who looks the same with the skinhead. Them men are both signed now, so like, there's just more of them in it. And then they asked everyone like, is anyone of your kids interested in wrestling and that? And then Jay was like, yeah, my son wants to wrestle and that, and Jacob's daughters want to wrestle. Well, listen, man, these are gonna be around forever, man. Oh my god, Jimmy's life size of real life, little Jimmy. I did that. Yeah, man. Come on, bro. Morris, will you just realize? Oh, Solo's daughter. When it Fingy's daughters? When it Jacob's daughters who won, not Solo's. I swear it was. Because remember Jacob was on about like that his daughters like Tiffany and Rhea and that. And Rhea Ripley's episode was good as well.
Oh, I watched that.
The only thing with Rhea is like she's really likable outside the ring, isn't it?
Yeah.
She's annoying in wrestling. Like I don't know, man. She's because she's acting like I saw her on this morning on Australian TV with Grace and Waller. She looked great as well. Like she looked mad pretty and that. She's now that stupid makeup on all the time, bro.
You already know. Oh, I know what they're gonna do. They're gonna before that crown jewel thing.
John Cena.
That's when thingy they're gonna make Austin Theory face because they're just gonna give Grayson Waller a match.
Yeah, because they asked him about do you think you can have a match with John Cena? And he was like, if John Cena thinks it's coming to my country, and I'm like, bruv, come on, man, stop it. Yeah. It's always awkward when people mention the stink face to the Usos, blood, because it's madness. How you explain your dad sitting on a man's face, blood? How you explain that? I think they said that people used to start in school talking about it all the
Yeah,
time.
bullied for that.
Yeah. Lucky there's two of them, innit? Bill Morris said, does she wear contacts on TV because she naturally has blue eyes, I swear. She doesn't always wear contacts on TV, but when she has pay-per-views and that, she has like them to look a bit more evil in it. So, but Jeffrey's right. She looks great without makeup. But like, apart from like I mean, man, she got the look of punk thing going on, but she looks good, man. Whole character change. Yeah, they won't change the character now because we know what they're doing, and they're feeding into the Sims online, bro. Like, somebody, what did I see her then? I don't know. She knows as well. She knows what they're doing. Like, it's crazy. Yeah, eventually, I agree with that. I think there's a few, to be honest, and not in a stupid negative way, but I think Rhea, Charlotte, Bianca, Becky. Bailey doesn't need to change how she looks in that, but she needs like some story about her in it. Because at the moment, it's like, you know what I mean? Because you know it's bad because all people talk about is Bailey's ass, bro. So that means that the wrestling's not good anymore, bro. She doesn't want to make her like Liv Morgan. Nah, I like Liv Morgan's character. It's actually good. I like her character. Although you guys know how I feel about the character thing. I don't like the fact that there's no background story to anyone. You don't have that anywhere else in life, bro. Like there's no story that you're like happy to watch in movies and that where there's no story to the person unless the person's like a hitman or something like that, and then they're not supposed to. But if Thanos just mashed up the Avengers and then didn't tell us why, I'm like, all right, so you're just a prick, bro. Uh, oh yeah, I saw this on Chris Van Fleet. She just said she was happy to do a love storyline, and then which one of the wrestlers posted? Was it? I feel like it was one of them. I don't know. One of them posted something. Oh, it was Thingy, Shanty the Adonis. You know what? I wouldn't be mad at it just because he's not the one you'd expect in it. So that'd be pretty cool. And I'm sure he ain't gonna complain, bro. He gets the cheeks on it, even if it's not real. But trust me. Yeah. See, we were having fun talking about everything other than SmackDown. Because SmackDown was trash. The next match was it was Santos Escobar versus Ray Phoenix. I don't want to talk about it because I like both guys. Ray Phoenix is my favorite lucha, and nobody's going to care about this match next week to later on tomorrow. No one's going to care about this match. So Phoenix won in it. So you need to know. Then we go to the main event, which is the stupid tag team match we just spoke about. And yeah, obviously the baby faces won. Jade hit Nia with the power bomb. Yeah, there's the won the match in it. And then they did hold my hand up after the match. And then Jade picked up the belt to give it to Tiffany, and then Tiffany grabbed the belt, and then they did that's my belt, that's my belt, that's my belt, that's my belt. And Jade was holding it like it was a baby. And then next week, you know what the worst thing about this tag team match was? The match for next week was already made, which is Jade versus Nia. So why am I fighting you in a tag team match now, bro? Like, what do I need to be here for? Because this match doesn't give me the number one contendership match. Next match does. So why would I just not rest myself today and then fight you next week? I mean, you know what? Jade's gonna win, obviously. I swear to God, if Naomi gets involved and ends up a fatal 4 at Backlash as well, bro, I'm just not watching it, bro. It's just dumb. It's dumb, bro. I really thought when Nia came back, she was gonna go after one of the mid-card titles, and just for the meantime, like that's what wrestlers always have done, bro. Like everyone needs to stop with their ego, man. Because I watched Undertaker fight for the Hardcore Championship, and that's the Undertaker. So if Undertaker can do that, you lot can go to the mid-card too, blood. You don't know about seeing Undertaker come out on his bike with short hair fighting Matt Hardy and throwing Lita off the stage. That's the beginning of the show. Humble yourself, innit? Bill Jeffrey said, I like that Naomi still tour. Yeah, I agree. I thought they were going to do a Sasha and Bailey love-hate storyline back in 2017. Yeah, the locker room. Would have been cool if Nia and Naomi formed a stable to bring up the Meta Girls in the draft and join them, but I guess that's out of the question now. I can't even lie, bruv. I just don't. Yeah, that's exactly what. That's exactly what I was about to say, son. I'm not trying to see any more groups where everyone's just black just because, like, oh yeah, we're together because we're black girls, bro, and we're together. It doesn't, because we get it. Like some groups are naturally friends, so there'll be like the Hurt Business and that. But when they just want to throw man together and that, bro, like these Latinos must be pissed by now, bro. Nah, they must be pissed, bro. How right was I when I said that when Ray Phoenix and Penta's coming up? I said the first thing I said keep them away from Legado del Fantasma and LWO. And you know what WWE said? We'll keep him away for you, Savage, for 1 week. For 1 week, but the rest of the weeks, we need him around there somewhere. Now, man's fighting Santos just because, and Andrade just because. What are we doing here, man?
It's quite racist when you think of it.
It's terrible, bruv. And now they can't even blame Vince. At least if it was Vince, I was like, yeah, Vince is old. You don't care. Just, you know what I mean? What's up, my nigga? You don't care. Do rag Vince and that. Now it's, and Morris said something earlier that it's getting a bit suspect with how the women are being treated. It is, bro. It's like they don't care. Hey. I hope they use Lash properly on her own. Yeah, because Lash Legend is a problem when it comes to wrestling. Like she's an animal, man. So they need to use her properly. She's tricks girl on it. Yeah. I feel like if you're not gonna mention that like people are together on the show, keep away from each other. There's another thing I was thinking about. Tiffany's character, based on her words, not mine, because we saw what happened at WrestleMania. And even if you look at my thumbnail of Tiffany when I made that video called Tiffany the Future, what people don't realize is I put the ping there and I got the thing because I've done the Legally Blonde DVD cover. That's where I got it from. Because that's how she's acting all ditzy and all that stuff. Like, and then she does the Barbie intro.
Yeah.
Because she wants to be WWE's Barbie. So that means if she's WWE's Barbie, then yes. So worst of all, she said on a pink car. Every week she should have a different outfit because there's accountant Barbie and there's fun time Barbie. So she should do that. That's great for the little girls because then the merch you make it look like a Barbie, the wrestling figure. I shouldn't be telling them. I should know this.
Why don't just do Barbie Tiffany Stratton?
Yeah. Why is her belt not pink?
Yeah, sure.
A belt should be pink because all the little girls will buy that as well. She should have a little chihuahua with her. You know what I mean? And then there should be someone at ringside that has to look after the dog every single time, or a dog handler. And yeah, why is Kaiser not Ken? He's even built like Ken. Bro. He can be like German Ken. Because remember, there's a German Barbie like this. But I'm just saying it like how I'm at a desk, blood, with a laptop. We shouldn't be coming out with better ideas than WWE. A bit of Corey says Savage Undertaker, the only hardcore champion that no one sneaked up on. Maven beating him was such a big pop in 2002. Yeah, it was cold. Especially how she came out as Barbie doll entrance at Mania. Exactly, exactly. Because remember in that thing where she came out from, there was I can't remember what was on the right hand side, but one of them was like a MMA style Tiffany in the box. What was the third one? There was the real Tiffany. On the left hand side there was her like punching, and then on the right hand side there was another kind of Tiffany in it.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember what it was, and I must be tripping. It's either I've had a dream about this or I don't know what's happened to me. Didn't she come out of a box on NXT before? Like on In Your House?
Did she? I can't remember. Oh yeah, no, she did. Yeah, she did.
Like a plastic box, she ripped it open. Okay, because I was losing my mind over there. I was like, nah, definitely watch the. Because remember, In Your House, they come through that door, innit? Like the front door. She came out of the box. Yeah. Yeah, okay, Morris, she did. Yeah. I thought so, man. I thought so. Bring back Mandy Rose as well, man, just because. Kind of disrespectful. She lost her job because she wouldn't give up her OnlyFans or whatever. And now everyone's got an OnlyFans that has their job. Whatever. Well, that was the end of the show, so let's talk about the WWE releases and let's as I said earlier, I'm not going to do the soppy thing and that. It's always disappointing when somebody loses their job. But as I said, if I lost my YouTube channel, these lot wouldn't care. So it's life, innit? Savage, do you think Tiffany versus Jade? Yeah, 100% Tiffany versus Jade. I'm hoping anyway because I'm not trying to see a fatal four-way. The only problem they're going to have is both of them really can't afford to lose on it. Which was kind of what it was at Mania. Tiffany couldn't afford to lose to Charlotte. She couldn't afford to, so. Oh, you're talking about Riley Osborne? That's the geezer with the funny coloured beard, isn't it? Yeah. NXT and you know it's Evolution. I think that's what it is. And what's that one that they changed? Where it was like green and yellow colours. Level Up. I remember him on there, but all right, man. So let's go. Katana Chance and Kaden Carter. Chance and Carter, the tag team. The only legitimate women's tag team we actually had. Now, I do count Liv as and Raquel as a legitimate tag team now. I feel like they're great together. So, but take away NXT, we don't have a tag division because really like Piper Niven and flipping what's her name, man? The Lost Soul Blood, Alba Smoke Blood, her. They don't. That's not a legitimate tag team, bro. They don't wrestle as tag team. So well done, whoever released these lot for releasing the only legitimate. And they actually do tag team moves and everything, man. But they're gone, released out of there. This one was really disappointing for me, but I get it. Dakota Kai gone. I don't think people understand. Like I understand that everyone isn't an NXT fan, but you don't realize Dakota Kai had one of the greatest heel turns of all time. Not of NXT time, of all time, bruv. War Games Dakota blood. If you had to be there, you had to be there, bro. You had to be there to hear the buzzer go off, to see her walk out the cell and turn around on Tegan Knox and dash her head first into the thing, and then put her leg in there, and just smashing up her leg. Oh my god, bro. Then we had the Halloween Havoc Dakota. Remember she disappeared. She came back to the Grim Reaper.
Yeah.
Bro. Yeah, but the writing was on the wall, and they put her into a group because she can speak a bit of Japanese and she knows anime blood. So that's really what they did. If she couldn't speak Japanese, they wouldn't have put her in that group with the girls. And she was the one out of all of them that was left out. And then also she was injured for ages. People have to get this is the second time she's been released on it. So she got released before and Bailey brought her back at that SummerSlam. So I'm very disappointed about this. I'm trying to think of some of these wrestlers. Well, I don't know these lot personally, but some of them I follow what they do outside the ring. So I follow her channel. Her and Zelina have a YouTube channel, and the channel's decent, man. And I think she's got. I think that some of these like might not wrestle anymore. But in 2025 with social media, you don't have to. So she could easily, which she already does, start bumping up the Twitch streams, get paid more money anyway, eventually, and yeah, I think she should do that, bro. And big her up still. She deserves a bit better still, but it is what it is. Moving on. Braun Strowman, another guy, second time released. I was only speaking to my son just about when he got released last time. Him and Bray got released on the same day last time. I think that was 2022. Or 2021, whichever. But yeah, Braun Strowman's gone. They've ruined his character. We only spoke about him last week. The fact that he was running shit for a while in WWE. He was fighting Brock Lesnar and Samoa Joe, and he was the guy. He was the head, like in Roman. He was the top guy on the card. They took too long to give him the WWE title, so he got it off Goldberg when nobody cared in lockdown. Then he done the mixed match challenge thing with Alexa, and it looked like it was going to be over for him. And then they got over somehow because it was big and small and get these hands. And then he became the lovable monster and Alexa. Everyone loves Alexa on it. Then that went into the story with him and Bray and the Fiend because he lost the House of Horrors match because he saw a vision of Alexa, which, when I think of it now, what was she doing in the water? Like, descended the water. She said, Braun. This is just what happened. She said, Braun. And he went, and then that's how he lost the match, bro. Yeah. And then the Fiend popped out the water at the end laughing. So, and ever since then, it's been trash. This man, what you lot forget was WWE Tag Team Champion with Nicholas Blood. I say we bring back Nicholas Blood.
I saw a picture of him.
He's still got long hair on.
Yeah, but he's fat.
Yeah, he looked like he was going to be fat, but old type Nicholas Blood. He done something that I could never dream of. Do you get me? That's weird times, man. Like Braun and Seth and Braun and Nicholas and Seth and Jason Jordan. Remember that tag team?
Yeah.
Next up, Jakara Jackson. Again, talented. Looks great. She has the look, man. Jakara Jackson's definitely going to end up at AEW. I'm more, like, unless TNA's snap her up quickly, she's definitely going to end up at there. But yeah, it's kind of trash that they let her go still. But yeah, as soon as they split up Metaphor, it looked like something dodgy was going to happen. Yeah, Jeff Rye agreed, man. Her and Lash led them together. It's actually cold. So, and she's best friends with Nikita Lyons. Yeah, her and Nikita Lyons are best friends, so that should be interesting how it was there. She did get a lollipop over, that's fact. Braun lost all hope for us after he stopped feuding with Roman for Universal title in 2018 Shield. Yeah, you remember Braun's big mistake? He won the Money in the Bank, and instead of cashing in, he told us he was going to cash in, and then the Shield put him through a table. That was the end of Braun. that was the end of Braun still. So he's been hanging on for a coattail for, like, to be fair, he had that mad injury and then he was missing for ages. Then he came back, and they said they didn't have anything for him. This is how you know he's been bad for Braun, because I remember he came back with red trousers for no reason, and then they put him with Ricochet. Remember?
Yeah. Didn't they win the titles?
Yeah. And then they lost it 2 weeks after. Yeah, man. Maybe you can tell them in AEW is Ricochet's bodyguard. They're both bold, so.
I wouldn't do that, to be fair.
Then everyone can like, why are you bold? And they can say, why are you ugly? So.
It would be pretty sad for Nick because he's a big guy, just a bodyguard.
Yeah, but if you sell the story that he comes as the bodyguard and then he ends up getting fed up with Ricochet and takes the title off him, even though Ricochet doesn't have a title, does he? So, no, that's true. I'll tell you what you should do. Start a love story with Samantha Irvin. Man, that's the story that I wouldn't mind doing the story right now. Bit deep on Samantha Irvin, isn't it? She left. She wanted to do better. She wanted to do more. She didn't want to be a ring announcer anyway. She wanted to be a wrestler. She wanted to be in ring. They told her she couldn't do it. And now they're training up Kathy Kelly. So, big up Kathy Kelly, by the way. I love Kathy Kelly. She's actually great at her job, but something about that doesn't make sense. I don't know what it is, guys. I'm not saying anything, but both ring announcers, both interviewers, both women, no experience in the ring. What other difference do they have between each other? Hey, I'll leave that for you not to figure out, man. I don't know why somebody's not allowed and someone is, but hey, if I speak, I'm in trouble, brother. Old type Rosa Parks. Anyway, next person on the chopping block, Shayna motherfucking Baszler. This was expected for me. She was making her. To be fair, some of these were tweeting in the week as well. They were saying some stuff, and she said, "Remember that promo that Karrion cut?" And then he said that Goldberg said, "Be a good little soldier." And then in the week, she posted, "Good little soldier." I knew the writing was on the wall then. And then Dakota Kai posted before she got released, "I miss wrestling." And then Natalia put underneath the post, "Me too." So I think they're all trying to like, oh, Carrion's gonna put out this, let's all jump on it. Because Beef had put out a thingy in the week, a promo. She's actually really good promo. Yeah. Well, I was panicking though because I saw the promo, and then when I saw the releases, I said, I swear to God, if they got rid of Beef after she just got that promo. Yeah, Jeffrey, the pure fruit collection and that, bruv. The lesbians and that, the pure fruiters. They're gone, bruv. It's only Tony Stark left, bruv, and I don't even know where she is. You think she should have stayed off work because she knew the release was coming? It's like if I hide, no one will notice. Because I don't want her to be released because I don't want her to lose a job. But how?
They used to run all the promos for WrestleMania.
Yeah, I know.
Meet
and greets and that. Yeah. I saw that with the on that video I was talking about. There's like, oh yeah, a couple of wrestlers turned up. But listen, if I told you, I don't know how to do this again. If I pay 38 grand, bruv, don't be sending Tony Stark and the War Raiders to see me, blood. Because I'm gonna say no when they ask if you want a photo, blood. I'm not even gonna just take it. So you best off just going to Smith's on an off day, blood.
Yeah.
38 grand. You can go to every Smith in the country and get a photo with the WWE guy. But I love Kathy Kelly too. It sounds fish. Yeah. I love Kathy Kelly, blood. But there's something that Kathy Kelly's got that. Yeah, I mean, Samantha doesn't, bro. It might be the complexion for the protection, blood. But hey, not saying anything, bro. What I'm saying is Triple H did stand in the ring when some DX people were doing blackface, blood. I'm not saying anything. Just saying. You know what I'm saying? I wonder if people behind the scenes in WWE have anything to do with the chopping of Samantha's video as a form of petty and salty payback for leaving. I don't know, man. Yeah. That's what I said, man. Zoe Stark, blood. I did say Tony Stark. Hey, the downfall of Shayna after biting Becky in the ring and switching to a badass theme. This thing with Shayna, bro, like, I'm being dead serious. This is not about me wanting her to go. It's been rubbish for Shayna since she was tag team with Ronda. Once Ronda left, that was over, bruv. I'll tell you the real one. You don't know, remember her screaming at Lily at the end of the Raw?
Oh, yeah.
She was in the room with Lily. Badass Shayna, you know. Shayna who was unbeaten on NXT. Shayna who was choking everybody out. But Lily sat in the room with her. She said, no. Then we just went off air. It was over. It's the end of Raw, blood. Nah, blood. Lily got her, man. Speaking of Lily, where the fuck is Alexa Bliss, man? How can you not have anything for Alexa Bliss? Are you kidding me, bro? You can send Alexa. You remember when Alexa got that show over when she just used to have a coffee and she's at the top of the round? That's how good she is, bro. She made all the man them watch Mixed Match Challenge. I ain't trying to watch Mixed Match Challenge. But Alexa's there, I'll watch it, bro. Yeah, man. WWE, I'm just letting you not know, bro. You're gonna have to like show some titties or something soon, but to get everyone to interest, because you know what I mean. Just start doing the sexy thing with Rhea, blood. Because no, that's what you want to do anyway. You know what I mean? Hire up her boyfriend, tell him to husband, tell him to leave AEW now. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'll tell you one thing I do rate about Aleister Black, bro. You notice that he's kept the eyes thing the whole time.
I know. And once the
He got it in WWE. Left WWE, had it in AEW, came back with it. That's cold, bro. That's detail, bro. Because to this day, bro, Rey Mysterio lost his eye, bro, but somehow he put it back in. You remember Steph's face when he's trying to get his eye off? Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. I mean, it could be worse, man. It could be getting dashed off the flipping headquarters, and I got dashed off the headquarters and turned up the next day, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Even though I don't care to watch that WrestleMania back or Money in the Bank and all that, that Money in the Bank match was jokes, though. The when AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan end up in Vince's office and they both just stop wrestling. Oh my god, bro. They had Oscar in the elevator just doing up madness, bro. Yeah. That was jokes. I mean, who was it? Nia and someone they burst into and Stephanie was she was sitting at the table.
Oh yeah.
Who was she with?
Was it Shayna?
Was it? Yeah, it was. It was Nia and Shayna or Nia and Becky, one of them two. But they was sitting at that was the headquarter thing was jokes, man. So would I rather take their time with Alexa than put her out there? No, they should take their time with her. But how much more time, man? She had a baby like 2 years ago now. Like, you think because you know what happened with Alexa? Like, she's so talented, she'll just get snapped up by Disney or something, and then they won't even bother anymore. She's so good, bro. Like, it was Dana Brooke. What's her name on their TNA? Ask by Elegance. The fuck does that mean, bro? She just basically copied Carmelo's whole thing. Oh yeah, I love Carmella, man. She's done as well. Hold on a minute, man. The women's evolution's I'm gonna do something in a minute, Carl. I'm not going anywhere. Let me just check something. Alexa must have some black friends. What? Back in the day. Because over the years, that glitter gimmick in NXT, her body language has been all white, if you know what I mean. Baron Corbin almost killed Rey Mysterio. Bloody, bruv, man got dashed off the roof, bruv. They got dashed off the roof and stayed alive, bro. Mella's pregnant again. Yeah, and I saw the video with her and Corey, but that's not why she's away. She's done with WWE, isn't it? She even went out on a podcast speaking about it, which is always weird when your husband's still there. It must be awkward. Because they did the same thing happen with Jimmy, innit? Like, Naomi got released. Well, actually, her and Thingy left, her and Sasha. But it's what it is, man. I try not to get too tribal about these things because I don't think the wrestlers care as much as the fans do. Like, every time I mention AEW to man, them everyone starts cussing me. And, oh, you watch that? I'm like, bro, your favorite wrestler watches AEW, so what are you telling me for? Like, Bailey turns up there to watch Sasha, but I'm the bad one. And we hurt people. So if you like missing out on the hurt syndicate, that's your problem, bro. But they hurt people, bro. We hurt people. They need to do more headquarters stuff. Yeah, because the headquarters are new now, isn't it? They revamped the whole thing. So they need to just do more stuff outside of the ring, to be honest, bro. Like, I don't even want to see stuff backstage anymore. I want to see stuff somewhere completely different. And I don't get it because NXT do that. Like, the other day on NXT with Tony D and Stacks and that, they're at a hotel. But in this main roster, I don't know, crazy. Okay, what I wanted to do was, let me go women's. Oh man, I need to sort this out. It's all weird. WWE Women's Evolution. Women's Evolution pay-per-view match.
All the women have been.
I want to see how many is gone because how you gonna have a yes, we'll see. 2018, 27th of October. Flipping out. I'll bring it up for you guys to see as well, and we'll go through it.
Was it Nikki versus Ronda?
Ronda, great match. Might be Ronda's best match, to be honest.
Mm.
Because I didn't. The funny thing about that pay per view, I didn't lose interest in it once, bro. Like, it was actually good.
Yeah.
We hurt people. All right, Women's Evolution. I mean, I didn't even need to go in there because I want to see the picture, bro. But flipping how? Nikki Bella versus Ronda. That was the main event. Ronda's gone. Nikki's gone. Becky Lynch versus Charlotte. Both of them are still there. Kairi Sane versus Shayna. Kairi Sane's still here. I don't even know what's going on. But Shayna's gone. Io versus Toni Storm. Toni Storm is the timeless Toni Storm. Trish and Lita versus Mickey James and Alicia Fox. Well, none of them are in the company in it. With Alexa Bliss in their corner. Yeah. Natalia, Sasha Banks, and Bayley versus the Riot Squad. Well, Liv's still there. Bayley's still there. Natalia's still there. So 3 of them ain't there, though. And then the Women's Battle Royal. Winner receives future Women's Championship match. See what I mean? Why can't they still do stuff like this? I don't believe they put verses before this. I could have put the names, but Asuka, Naomi, Nia, Carmella, no. Ember Moon, no. Billie Kay, no. Peyton Royce, no. Sonya Deville, no. Mandy Rose, no. Lana, no. Zelina Vega, yes. Tamina, no. Dana Brooke, no. Tori Wilson, no. Michelle McCool, no. Alundra Blaze, no. Ivory, no. Molly, no. Kelly, no. Maria Kanellis, no. I ain't gonna lie, bruv. Maria Kanellis and Mike used to piss me off, boy. You remember, what was that theme song? Do you remember that? The Lovers theme song.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, bruv. That used to, brother.
Oh, yeah.
Because obviously we had the game at the time. We used to be on the entrance thing.
Yeah.
Oh my god, bro. That's up there with the worst wrestling gimmicks I've ever seen, bro. Their whole gimmick was just in love, but then nothing else. And then we had Thingy. Let's promote Emma for 6 months, and then when she comes out, tell her to go back. They promoted Emma for ages. Then they had it all sexy as well. They had like candles. She was in a bath. Leg was hanging out. Half a titty. Then the show came. Emma's back. Emma walked out on the stage, looked around. Nah, walked back. And then the next week she was regular Emma again. Then she got released. When Alicia Fox returned to wrestling debut in TNA, I saw her yesterday with what's his name again? Rob. Nah, what's my man's name? Rob Stone. Yeah, she's with Rob Stone. I didn't see her wrestle, but I saw him come out on stage. Big up Jeffrey said you didn't feel the love savage. Nah, bro. I swear to God. I'm so against that Mike and Maria thing that if you like Mike and Maria, bro, I might fight you, bro. I might fight you, bro. Remember when Alicia Fox thought that she was a Bella, bro? Bella Army and that. Somebody said, I think it was Nikki actually. She said last week on a podcast, not that I watched the girly podcast, but I heard. She wants a new version of Total Divas. I think it's good because I think what you do is it gets more fans invested in the women. Now it might get you to not like the women too if they're bitch in real life. But remember, we used to have Natty's sister on there.
The cupcakes.
Remember their first YouTube video. Bro, Natty and her sister, man. It's like, yeah, on the channel, this is what we got for you guys. We love you subscribers. We got some cupcakes. We got some cupcakes for you. Yeah, we got the cupcakes. Hey, man. And then I remember because on Total Divas, when they sent her on a date with Biggie.
Yeah.
Biggie dressed exactly how I thought he would dress on that day. You know, when you just see a young dude who's gonna dress old. I just knew it, bruv. Yeah, that was good. Paige was good on there. Thingy had a lot of parts on there actually, even Marie. Nia was on there a couple of times backstage. Because the main characters really like Naomi and all that. And I like that because you got to see a bit of like Jimmy and Naomi together.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, run it back. And then just pick out some. Tiffany and probably use it. Actually, I think I don't want to see Becky on there. No one cares about that. But Tiffany, Charlotte would benefit from it. Because then I can see the real side of her. Rhea Ripley would get the viewers in as well. So Bianca should definitely be on there because I don't even watch her on TikTok, but I always end up seeing the clip, and it's her and Montez. They're actually like money together, them two. Oh yeah, you know why? I just realized, forget Bianca. Her and Montez have their show, innit?
Oh, yeah.
So they're actually cold together, bro. Like, that's a couple that WWE should go all in on, bro. Like, they should both be champions, bro. Okay, I might show this actually. I don't know if I can do it on
When
mute.
Montez went against Roman and everyone was backing it.
Yeah. If you see the promo that he put out this week on his Instagram, so cold. He's just like he's just normal, and then the lights start flashing red. You know, like when the Fiend used to have it.
Yeah.
And he's looking in the mirror, but in the mirror it's Montez, but it's different. His reflection doing something different to him. So his reflection looks like a heel, and his light is He's at the left jab WrestleMania. It's like and then the other Montez is talking to him. And they got like some schoolboy Q tune in the background. I'm like, you know, when you see stuff like that, I'm like, WWE, you dumb, bro. Like, obviously, take it innit, and put it on the show. I thought that was cold still. But, yeah. Kind of funny considering what the Hurt Syndicate's doing now. And then WWE just tried to throw the Street Profits with Bobby and then didn't want to do that. Even though MVP said that he was trying to still run the Hurt business, but Triple H didn't like it. So there is a problem in WWE that the stuff that Vince likes, Triple H is just trying to remove it. So it's live. But yeah, man, there's a lot of women missing from that women's. I mean, I'll leave the legends off it because they weren't wrestling anyway. But there's a lot of women missing. Don't seem like much of a evolution to me, blood. Yeah. Poor women, bro. All of that work and all of that work. Bill Jeffrey said Hurt Business making MJF look weak. Nah, I disagree, man. There's three of them. That's normal. Like, what's he supposed to do? There's three people. Like, there's a whole faction against him. I think it'll make him better in the end because obviously, Bobby took his card last week. This week he came back, and then he got the thumbs up from Shelton and Thingy again, and then Bobby didn't give it him, and then he said, "I've had enough of you, Bob." And he called him a prick and all that. He started cussing him. He said, "You bold fraud." And then Bobby started choking him in the corner, and he's like, "What do you want from me?" And he said, "I don't want money or cars or anything like that." You said you want to be part of the Hurt Business to hurt someone. It's a good story because now next week I'm expecting MJF to mash somebody up, bro. We know it's always good with MJF because by the end of this story, MJF's gonna win in some way, bro. You know what I mean? So yeah. The call was cold still, man. And shouting with the week before with the girls. Yeah, man. WWE too scared to do that because everyone's gonna call them sexist, bro. But how can it be sexist if the girls are happy to be there? Tell me that. Hey, yeah, WWE did that first, didn't they, with the Hurt Business? They used to have them backstage with all the girls, bro. I remember that in lockdown. Because there used to be that little short hair one that Bobby had. Yeah, right now. And remember Jade used to have the baddie section on AEW, just bare things, blood. Yeah, man, people missing the trick, man. I was saying, Tony Storm, stay where you are, man. Don't even come back to WWE. Don't ruin your gimmick, man. They'll be calling her the timed out Tony Storm and she'll be back to normal before you know it.
She'll be carrying a clock and stuff.
Yeah, around her neck and yeah, I'm not trying to see that, bro. Same with Mariah May, man. Stay where you are, bro. Because see, Mariah May, that's a heel that will kill it in this business. And that's why I said that Tiffany should have been a heel because she should have do exactly what Mariah May does. Mariah May's whole thing is she thinks she thinks she's better than all of you lot. She came out in lingerie for God's sake, bruv. And her and Homegirl, you know what I'm talking about, pretending you didn't know, the Japanese thing when they were just doing the boob gimmick. Remember they're just rubbing boobs against each other. And then she smashed over the bottle over her head, but it's not the point. I know it's up in the summer, like it's been all over the internet, innit? But that don't mean anything to me right now, bruv. Like, we'll see, innit? I love Mariah May, though. She's cold, bruv. And people think like people like Mariah May, so she's big in Japan. In fact, I wonder if Dakota Kai might do that because she started off in what's that women's? It's called Star in Japan. Where Io that was. That's where Dakota was as well. That's why she can speak Japanese. So yeah, man. I wouldn't mind seeing that still. I think there's a lot left for these people to give in it, but like I said, you lot go watch that Karen documentary. See what I'm talking about, man, because he just sounds like he's handcuffed in it. So If AEW let Mariah go after the great match with Tony, might be smart. Nah, the only thing is he won't be up to him, innit? Like you can't make someone stay after their contract. It is what it is. And to be fair to her, even though AEW gives somebody a lot more freedom, if your dream was to just always wrestle in WWE, it won't matter what anyone does. That's why people keep coming back. That's why Rusev's back, and because they know in the end it's still nothing's bigger than WrestleMania. No one ain't going like. I'm not saying this doesn't happen, but has anyone got into any movies from being in AEW? Exactly. So I saw CM Punk on the trailer yesterday or something, whatever program it was. He was in the trailer. He looked cold in the trailer as well. Proper look like, yeah, we got CM Punk still, but CM Punk's in this movie or TV program. Liv Morgan's in a movie. Drew McIntyre's in what's that movie called? Killer Season. One with Batista is in there. Seth was in Captain America, but they cut him, but he was still in there. So yeah, man. Big up Morris said Joe said it's his last wrestling. Yeah, I watched him on Chris Van Fleet. Hey man, big up Joe, blood. That's my guy. I don't want him to come back to WWE, honestly. Like normally I'm saying I want people to come back for my own selfish reasons, but I'm just like at this point, returning to WWE might not be a good option unless you're like a top tier guy. Like Cody, Cody's the one somehow he pulled that off. Because the last time I saw him in AEW fans were booing him. Somehow he got into the main roster in WWE and everyone loves him again. And he appeals to the kids, but we'd love to see Keith Lee return. Keith Lee's the person that I'd love to see in WWE. They got to put Jay Cargill in the movie. I know all of us are hoping that X-Men and that, but sadly, I just don't think it will happen, bro. Like Marvel and that, they're not. I rate Marvel. They're not stupid, innit? Like they won't just put someone in a movie just because they look like the person, because they can get anybody to wear like a grey wig or a silver wig and that, bro. So just get someone who's an actual actor. But I would love it. I would love it. She can do this. She could be a stunt double though, something like that. I think at one point I was like, yo, book Nikki Bella to be Wonder Woman before they picked Gal Gadot. Because I didn't mind. I actually liked the Wonder Woman first film, but Gal Gadot's like pretty skinny considering Wonder Woman's like Superman's equivalent. And all the people on the island, the Amazon island, on Wonder Woman, they're all like a bit more muscular than Gal Gadot. She's supposed to be the best one though. She's all skinny. Nikki Bella would have fit. Crazy to think by the time Mania comes into London, Roman. Oh, don't say that, bro. Don't say it. I know it, but just don't say it, bro. Please. Oh, I've been thinking about this all week, bro. Like, my hope is because Thingy mentioned it again last week, Sadiq Khan, about WrestleMania being in London, and I know that they already know the next one's in New Orleans on it. So my hope would be, because Roman said he might be done in 2 years. And Matt, bro, if they, The Rock came out and already announced New Orleans on it January the 6th. So can you imagine that we get to the next one and they're like, yeah, the next WrestleMania 43 is going to be in London. And then Roman says, that's going to be my last WrestleMania. Okay, blood. Then we're talking. Bro. You know what I mean? That's yeah. Then we're talking, blood.
They probably would do that, because then they'd be a part of history.
That's what I'm saying, bro. The tribal chief, bro, going worldwide, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. Bring him to Buckingham Palace and all that, blood. Put the Ula Follower on King Charles, blood. You get me? On Little George and that. Hey. Nah, man. Beautiful times. I remember when I went to what was it? I'm trying to think which event I went to in London. I think it was at Royal Albert Hall, I think. And I remember because I saw Booker T then, but I wasn't nowhere near it though. But like the wrestlers they were cutting promos and stuff outside though, like by Buckingham Palace and all that. Brother, that's what I'm saying, man. You gotta be smart, bro. Hasn't the 2027 Mania location been? I don't think so. They do the thingy, don't they? They do the rumors early, and then they do the main, because they only announced the New Orleans Earls Court, yeah. Earls Court, yeah. They announced, The Rock announced it. Remember, he came out when he was like, "Oh, I love you, Cody," and all that shit, and then he said, New Orleans." So I think they said it might be not Minnesota. Where did we have that last thingy? Where's SummerSlam going to be this year? Is it Minnesota or something like that, or Minneapolis? I think that's where they're looking to do WrestleMania. Because remember I was in the when we did the watching the longer and Tony, who was in the chat, he said he was there at whatever event it was.
Oh, yeah.
Wherever he lives. Yeah, wherever that Tony guy lives in the chat, he there. Tony was definitely lying, bro. I was like, yeah, I'm at SummerSlam tomorrow. Like, brother, you're not. Or Royal Rumble, wherever it was. And I said he went on there on his own and he didn't know where to go. And it was like mid watch along and it was like, I need to find my seat. Brother, if you was doing it there, you would not be talking to us in the chat. You know, you would find your seat, big man. Big up Tony though, but you get me? He's a little bit emotional. But people always get emotional when I don't want to go along with what they like. And I don't like Cody, blood. I like Cody, but I don't like Cody. Alright, like Cody's a good guy, man. Perfect babyface for if you're a Ute blood. But I'm trying to see Homelander Cody, bro. I'm trying to see ROH piece of shit Cody swearing at fans and that. You get me? Because this man's a heel blood. Man can't be coming out in perfect suits with perfect vernacular and a fire missus and a tall boss and a nice dog talking about what you want to talk about. No, bruv. You're not relatable. Man's got heel hair, bro. He looks like Draco Malfoy, bro. Right then. Yeah, Jeffrey, you have to sometimes, man. I feel like they're struggling with that. It's not the wrestler's fault, though, I guess. You know what I mean? But actually, Cody's different because he's top merch seller and all that. So the money in it, they get a percentage of the merch sales. If you're selling all these babyface T-shirts and all these kids love Cody, by the way. In fact, most of the Cody crybabies are like 40 blood, but if I speak of it, you already know, blood. Throw the ones up, bro. That's what I'm on, Roman. I'll be perfect if he dyed his hair back black. Yeah, exactly. I mean, does his name even make sense as a babyface? The American Nightmare. That's a heel thing to say, isn't it?
Yeah.
The Dream. His dad was the Dream. He was a babyface. It's the opposite. So, yeah. But as I said, the WWE creative thing was stupid, and I'm just here to let them know I'm not. So, when that WWE documentary comes out on Real, don't be messaging me, don't be dropping comments talking about, sorry, I was watching this documentary and it sounds like blah, blah, blah. I told you already, bro. There's nothing that documentary's going to show me that I don't already know. Apart from, it's going to show me how stupid they are. That's what's going to happen. It's going to show me these stupid writing rooms, these brainstorming ideas. And I'm just going to be looking at the ideas the whole time. Like, so there's going to be, bet you any money, there's going to be one guy in these rooms on this documentary. Some little, like, Morris, you know, there's going to be a guy in the documentary who's in the writer's room. Say there's like 12 writers. And there's going to be one guy at the back going, yeah, what if we just turn Cody heel? And everyone's going to talk over him and just sit back. What if we just turn Cody? Nah. What if we just change Charlotte's character? No. Yeah. Maybe we should stop calling Becky the man card. She's not really a man. It makes Seth look like a weirdo. Nah, that's alright. Yeah, I mean, that's what's gonna happen, bro. Maybe we should turn Bianca. So he's gonna get ignored the whole time, bro. And also, I don't think WWE really like to do it. You better hope, that these people who are writers don't have an Instagram, bro. Because I'm telling you, bro, these weird fans are gonna kill them in the comment section, bro. They're gonna kill them. Oh my god, you're the reason why. Yeah, man. I'll watch it like Noisy and Curious. Yeah, I'm with Morris still. Like, I'm not. It's gonna kill me inside because I watch everything WWE and I love documentaries, but I'm not watching it, bro, because I feel like Put it this way: if I watch that documentary, because I'm not gonna be able to avoid the clips, am I? So maybe if the clips are already out there and it doesn't look as bad, then I might just end up watching it because it's kind of like I kind of got a wrestling channel in it, so it doesn't make sense. But I still have a little bit of kayfabe left, so if I go on and it ruins it, trust me, my channel will be completely different after I watch that documentary. Because then I'll start talking about everything, bro. So yeah, I'm not trying to see like, yeah, what you just said. They asked Stone Cold about it the other day, and Stone Cold said, he said if Houdini was alive, and Houdini was going to show me the magic tricks of how he done it, I'll tell him don't show me. Why would I want to? He said I'll try to figure it out myself. So, and fans already ruin it for people with their clips from inside the stadium, innit? Oh, there he is. The lights went out and he came out the crowd. Shut up, blood. Every time someone does that, I want to fight them. Yeah, Jeffrey, that part's on the trailer. That's why. Yeah, I'm not. I'll really just like you lot will end up hating it as well because I don't treat the channel just as a business, and I'll just start talking about everything, bro. And then I'll just start speaking to the people that I know and getting rumors and that because once WWE ruined it for me, I'm just gonna make money, and I'm not trying to ruin it for you lot. The passion when I'm talking to you like comes from the fact that I'm still like hopeful that we're gonna get great stories. I'm not one of them people that can. Nah. That's why the Rock pissed me off when they did that. You know what I mean? I'm trying to hear the Rock talking about the final boss. Bro, why you keep talking about the final boss that you're not the final boss, bro? You're the final boss, bro. Man did that on a press conference after we just saw him. I don't want to see you drinking drinks with Cody backstage, bro. He's a prick, bro. Didn't somebody burn his truck? And then you give him something in his hand. What's that he put in his hand, bro? You beat him with a belt, spat out next to him, and that said Mama Rose, but now you want him to take. No, bro. This is why Roman's the coldest year. Because Roman does it perfect, bro. Roman has the perfect mix of like Roman's character isn't like some supernatural thing anyway. So the only difference with Roman's character is that in real life he's nicer, but in wrestling he's nicer as long as he's talking to people that he likes. Roman's not walking around moody all the time. So his character's the best. I like that the fact that after pay per view sometimes like Roman doesn't lose often, but if something happens, you'll see him in the gym, back to work, need to do this. He ain't out here talking about my name's Joe really. We know, blood. We know, bro. We know. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Big up to all you like the chat. I'm gonna get out of here, man. We've done long enough, bro. This was supposed to be a Smackdown review, but Smackdown was trash, so we just spoke wrestling. But obviously, always enjoy doing that. I told you guys as well. Try bring more news stories without rumors on it. So like, if there's rumors about what you think is gonna happen in the match, do not message me on Twitter, bro. I've blocked 6 people this week, and they're never getting unblocked. Simply because I told man, don't send me anything on it. Even if your rumors are not real, that's your problem. Don't send me them. Don't send me them. And you know what I count as a rumor? Like, I heard that blah blah's getting released. That's not the kind of rumor that bothers me. That was cold. You know what I mean? Oh, I heard that blah blah's injured. That's not the kind of rumor that bothers me. I'm fine with that. But you see stuff like, oh yeah, Brock Lesnar's supposed to return at SummerSlam. Brother, I will block you. I'll block your mom. I'll follow your sister, then block her. Don't mess with me with that shit. You know what I mean? And I'm on a run right now. So not so far. I don't care about Backlash, blood. But you see these big pay-per-views, bro. I'm trying to get on order to now. I need to add SummerSlam to the repertoire, blood. That WrestleMania, Raw Rumble, Raw. So we need Survivor Series and SummerSlam. That's what I'm trying to tick off the list, bro. I changed what I was doing. I ticked off the list. I know last year, the year before, I said I wanted to get to the press conferences, and they've been sending me stuff, but like I live in England, so sending me stuff like, oh yeah, Savage would like to, brother, what am I supposed to do with the media pass when I live in England? And you paying for my ticket to get there? No, so I don't care about that anymore because all I see is every time there's a press conference, man asks man stupid questions. What's your McDonald's order? What the fuck, bro? Man just wrestle the match, man asking you, what's your favorite cookie, brother? Just allow it, innit? Just allow it. You just won the championship. What does it mean to you? Well, I won the championship. What do you fucking think it means, bro? You know what I mean? Just dumb. Even when you know someone's like, you know what I think with the press conferences, why don't the journalists go along with it too? Like, if the geezer's like a super heel, why are you asking him nice questions for? Like, what's his order? I'd be like, listen, I'm not happy with what you did tonight. I'm trying to be here as a journalist and that, but the fact that you kick Cody in the balls, I wasn't happy with it. Then that jumps in and cost me back, blood. I'd rather that than man doing these stupid. John came in the press conference, picked up the mic, and just dropped it. Will be similar to last year, all in, yeah. When's the next Mania match watch along? Probably tomorrow. I have to think Liverpool's playing tomorrow against Chelsea. Maybe we can do one midday. If everyone's around midday, we'll do Ultimate Warrior and Macho Man. No, it's Andre and Hogan, and then the Hardy Boys match. So we'll do them two tomorrow. Actually, I'll definitely do it. Actually, I'll post it up in a bit. But I'm doing it midday. Wait, time's Real Madrid playing. I think they're playing at 8. Burnley reach 100 points.
No, Leeds won in the last minute. So Leeds won the league in the 91st minute.
No, I've just seen that. Just seen that it said Burnley also read on. Man, reaching 100 points and you didn't even win the league. That's crazy.
They lost out on goal difference by 8 goals.
He's been smoking people, that's why.
Coventry got playoffs.
I'm so selfish, bro. I just get Coventry promoted just so I can go to the games. It's not that fun.
Yeah.
Okay, wait there, guys. The Ramage are playing at 1 tomorrow. Actually, no. If we do a stream at 12 tomorrow, the matches are only going to take like about 40 minutes, and then we can talk for the over 20. Then I watch the Real Madrid match at 1, Liverpool match at 4:30, and then Super Sunday. Oh, that is Super Sunday. What the fuck am I talking about? Yeah, tomorrow, guys. We'll do it tomorrow. So everyone in the chat now, big up to all of you guys. Make sure you subscribed, hit the notification bell as well. I'm not saying it because all the other YouTubers saying I'm actually meaning it, and I don't care about all the algorithm. Man can't spell algorithm, but you pussies, bro. Just hit the like button. If you don't like the video, dislike it, innit? I couldn't give a shit. Bro. Mario said, when's the next HUGO Online stream? That was good, innit? That stream was pretty good. Oh, yeah. I will say the disappointing thing, though. Not you, Morris, obviously, because you're always there. Use that in the chat, bro. Like, subscribe to my other channel, innit? I don't care if you subscribe to the football one, but we had a good chat yesterday. Morris was there. We done a stream with the man. It was funny. And everyone ain't there. But you like really just want to talk about wrestling your whole life, bro. Like, get a life, innit? Come over to the other side. Let's talk about some other stuff, bro. Drop some advice if you need some advice. You know what I mean? Life advice, fitness advice, gal advice. Yeah, multifaceted. Them words and that. There's jokes. My son was acting like an R&B star, and you know what I mean. For some reason, Enz found G's insecurity funny. No, that laugh came from the soul. But I'm gonna clip that today actually, because the laugh. Enz got up. You started screaming. Enz left, bro. The thing is, like, G actually, I said it like, yo, Talos. Do you remember how I started it? I said, yo, yeah, guys, tell us your insecurity in that, like, it's safe space and that. And then G went, yeah, only thing is really like my hair in school. And he looked down, and that dude man was just popping, and I'm literally like trying to hide behind the microphone, and I can't. Yeah, I might have to clip it still. 'Cause I just remember the thing as well. The role play with the kidnapping, bro. She said, "Man's like, oh yeah, if I'm running your house, try to kidnap your kid," and they said, "I was telling my kid, go sit down." What? Bro, these man running with machine guns and that, asking for jewelry. You're like, yeah, go sit down. Nah, bro. I don't know when the next one is though, Morris. To be fair, ask me tomorrow, innit? Because obviously you're gonna be in the stream at 12, and depending on how my day goes, I don't think I've got anything in the evening. If my friend needs any recording with some ads, but if not, then tomorrow it'll be tomorrow as well. But it's not just me in it. If I have to see if everyone else is around, it's just one of those ones. But if you and I'll tell you as well, if you like bring questions to this, that's why I titled it yesterday. I'll title it later because instead of going out my way to find these thumbnails and topics and all that, I'd rather just do the stream, and I'll make the clips from the stream and I'll turn them into videos, and then you lot can have a bit more say in it as well. So if you have any videos, man. So yeah, Morris, same. I thought it was time to Robbers to go sit down as well. But big up Jeffrey, man. I appreciate you too, bro. That's love, man. And yeah, Zane, we spoke about the pretty deadly thing earlier with the vaginal disease fraction. You get me? So, but yeah, we'll be back. I'm trying to think if there's anything else people can send me. I think the releases are probably done, but if they're not, I'm not gonna do these emergency streams and Wicked Wednesdays and that. It's a sad day in wrestling history because I don't know. I don't have a job. Like, it's not that serious, bro. I mean, she's got more money than me. I know that much. So, but they should appreciate the fact I'm covering it. I'm telling you, bro. Next time my YouTube video gets striked, if I don't see some love from these WWE stars, bro, then you get me. All fun and games when you don't take my clips and that to make your match look better, bro. Nah, it's true, blood. These men, you know what? This Flip Savage is so animated. The way he really brought out the life in that reaction. He really made the, you know.
Imagine WWE like started striking you, but then still use you for the like how they did for Rumble and Raw.
You know what? The thing is funny because if I clipped me on their show, I'd get copyright for it. Nah, this is crazy, bro. But that's how man goes. You know, the Savage guys are really the way him and Chang. You know, it's intrigue. You know, they seem to be invested, and even though kayfabe's dead, they really sold into it. They really celebrated our victory. So we're going to take that post. We're not going to tag them in it. We're just going to put it on our Instagram and make ourselves look great. But, you know, if he gets striked, fuck him anyway. Nah, blood. What these men need to realize is, don't look at the subscribers, blood. That's not the testament to what's going on. I got motion out here, blood. So if these don't want to do that, listen. I've seen everyone dropping the emails, all the people who got released. I'm gonna send you an email and come to the dark side. Come and get an interview over here. I won't ask you about your favorite waffle order and all that, bro. If you say no to me though, I might cook you, bro. Because now all those wrestlers have been released. You're just another YouTuber like me. So now we're on the same wave, bro. This is my field, but I'm stream god. Don't mess with me. Anyway. Yeah, you know what the only problem I've got is because I've seen people doing this in some football streams and that. And you know, I'm just honest, bro. I can't get a restaurant that I actually think's pants, bro, and just pretend that I like them. Because you know, people are like, yeah, just always followed your work, man. The way yours fought your bell-to-bell action in the ring is incredible. And you're just looking at like, and then all the subscribers are like in the chat going, Savage said you was shit that time, bro. It's just like, man, start dropping links on that. This is a link when he reacted to you, said you was crap, bro. It's like if Morris was reacting to like Natalia. If I seen Morris interviewing Natalia, blood, I'm snitching. I'm sending super chats in like, nah, he thinks she's shit. Yeah, blood. Just yeah, I mean, to be fair to me though, like, even though I don't say anything personal about anyone, I don't think there's anyone who I've like. You lot have to tell me in the chat, but is anyone that I've actually said I just don't like completely? I don't think there is. I don't think there's any wrestler. Maybe. What save? I don't know. I don't think there's any wrestlers I just don't like. It's people's characters that I think are dead. But maybe the White Six might get a bit mad about what I said about them. But I didn't say nothing about them personally. I just said the group's trash, blood. Like, nah, Morris, think about it. You've watched all of it. There isn't one. I don't diss anybody, bro. In fact, I spend most of the time dissing the creative. I don't diss the actual people. You know what I mean? Maybe it's like Tony Stark might have a problem with me calling it that, but hey, man, Tony Stark's a legend, so nah, don't think there is. I'm a good guy, man, and I don't do it on purpose because I'm speaking off the cuff in it. So like, if I had a problem with somebody, I would just say it. I haven't even been rude about Hulk Hogan, blood, and he's racist. So yeah, man, Morris is the worst, but Natalia won. That's Morris with Natalia and Anna with Goldberg. Oh my god, it feels so personal, bro. It feels so personal. I met Natalia as well, man, in Super Drug Blood, so she was nice to me, man. Yeah, I mean, she tried to sell me a cupcake and I didn't want it. Should I just message? Nah. I just realised, but I still got misses, but I didn't think I was about to say, so I messaged her about cupcakes and that. Message might look mad still. Oh yeah, that's true, Morris. Yeah, yours is Charlotte, and I won't allow it because she's the queen, bro. You know what it is, bro. The reason why I don't have a problem with these, like, is because there's not a reason for me to have a problem with them. They're just wrestlers, isn't it? Like, it's like having if I had a problem with football's different actually because it's not someone doing creative, but I don't know. I think everyone's allowed to not. To be fair, I feel like everyone's allowed to just not like people. That's not a problem. But you should be. Well, I think everyone should be the creative that they're not liking. And one thing I don't like is, especially from men, I'm not obviously not use lot, but you see these men who go to like, I don't know, Rhea and Charlotte and Becky's like Instagram and that Twitter, and they write like weird stuff in the comment section. Like it's you don't like their wrestling. Why would I go to your comments and say you can't wrestle? I don't like you wrestling, and then you go, you're ugly. What the fuck? What kind of Why? That's too much effort to go and say that you don't like someone, bro. Because I'm convinced that when these people meet them, oh, it's Natalia, can I have a photo? No, man. I don't know. I don't know when it comes to characters. I don't like Becky's character. That's what I don't like. I don't like her promos in it because she does that. I think he does that as well. I noticed lately. Cody.
Yeah.
When he gets fired up, he's like, "And John, brother, breathe on it." Big up, Alex. Hope you well, bro. Sorry to say I'm about to leave, but big up to you. But Alex, if you subscribe, man, we'll be back tomorrow. We're doing a watch along for part 7 and 8 of 50 WrestleMania matches. The greatest 50 WrestleMania matches. Not picked by me, picked by WWE. So don't want to get onto me telling me that Hogan and whatever, because I realized there must have been a spectacle for these like back in the day. But I think I watched it with my son when he was like 5, 6. There was a Hogan and a Andre Giant match in the cage, what we watched, and I'm just letting man know. I just letting man know. I tried to be nice because obviously it's like watching an old movie, and if you wasn't around for when it came out, you're comparing it to nowadays stuff, in it. There was no comparison back in the day. So, like, remember when we watched Thingy, 1941 King Kong,
Yeah.
and clearly the white thing was a doll in his hand, and it was like cardboard box buildings.
Yeah.
Movie sucks, bro. but yeah, because there was no other movies. So that's like that 100. And people have to remember as well. Now there's bare tall people like Amos and that. Andre the Giant, them times was like he's actually a giant. Like there's no one else around him. So the fact that he's in a wrestling ring, Andre, all the way from Grenoble in the French Alps. You get me? Don't worry about Vanna White. You get me? The only undisputed on Hogan. I'm proud to be it because that's what he paid me for. Ted DiBiase is on his way up. Ha ha. And I'm coming for you, Hogan. Yeah, well, I still can't remember Vanna White. Don't worry about Vanna White. Don't worry. You know what I mean? So, man, like Andre, it's actually funny because when I see like when I was watching Stephanie's Places and she walked into the headquarters and there's like they've got a giant Andre there now, and she started crying straight away. I'm like, oh yeah, you know what? It is nice to see that people are passionate about someone because this probably would. I mean, I'm not gonna cry over a wrestler, but that would be somebody seeing Roman in like 50 years going, oh man, I remember Andre's dead as well. So it's like, I remember Roman, he was so great, man. Like that tribal, remember the tribal chief? So I tried to be a bit nicer with stuff like that. And also, let's not tell, we all lie as well. Like nostalgia tells lies. So like, there's stuff that I know that you loved, and you're only young still, but you really loved as a kid.
Mm.
And then now, if I heard you say to another kid, you watch that, I'd be like, bro, what are you talking about? Like, you were doing cartwheels for I Can Cook and that, bro. You get me? So now I hear people do that with wrestlers. I don't do that with wrestlers. So I see people now like Doink the Clown and all that. But I can't lie in it. Like Doink the Clown was my guy because I was scared of clowns because of what Ronald McDonald tried to do to me, prick. But I was like, he's cold. Like there's a clown in the ring, and the people I hated was like that went in. I hated Jerry the King Lawler. I hated him because he wasn't a commentator. Then he was wrestling against Brett. And I hated Bob Backlund. Couldn't stand the motherfucker, bruv. And I'll say the truth. I didn't like Goldust either, but I don't have to get into the reasons why. My family dictated that I shouldn't like those kind of things. But now I'm an older man, it's a bit more funny. But and you notice what they did with Goldust as well. They always put him with guys that seem like they would never be around. So like they put him with Razor Ramon first, and this geezer's supposed to be a bad boy gangster. You got this man breathing in the match. Then they put him with Goldberg. I mean, they put him with Booker T. They done it with The Rock. Man just like, can I touch your wiener? I was like, what the fuck, bro? What the fuck, bro? And then the Booker T would be like, what? And they'd be like, no, can I touch your wiener? And there'll be like an actual glizzy behind him and that, bro. It's like, nah, man. Obi, what Kenobi? It's man, just fuck. Remember when he had the Rock's t-shirt on with the eyebrow?
Oh yeah.
And he's like, the Rock's like, hey, stop, you sick freak. Nah, bro. Nah, man, Booker he didn't just say that. Tell me he did not just say that. With that accent, I'm starting to think Andre wasn't actually French. He was just a gimmick. Nah, bro, he's from Grenoble in the French Alps, bro. That's he's from the French. From the French Alps, man. That used to kill me, bro. All the way from the French Alps with his singlet blood. You know what I mean? But we got cold stuff back in the day, man. Big Boss Man. Big Boss Man, the absolute menace. What the fuck, bro? I actually wished I was older watching what Big Boss Man was doing because to this day, and that's what I'm talking about. You see, when Morris said about the magic of wrestling, if I watched that documentary and it showed me, even though I keep saying I want to know how, I actually don't want to know how. Man talking about, oh yeah, it wasn't really Boss Man. I'm like, oh, all right. It's like, I'm not trying to see that, bro. Like, I don't want to see the Buried Alive match and then I see a tunnel where Undertaker ran off on the sleeve, just chilling and that, bro. Yeah, because my dad I told you about what my dad said, but he tried to do that to me when I was younger, bro. Said, oh yeah, Doug, I saw him backstage in catering and that. Like, you dickhead, were you buff? What? Nah, man. Tell you what was real though, when I saw Miss Kitty backstage at Insurrection, blood, and Terry Reynolds, blood, they weren't. I saw titties, bro. They were the first. Man, I understand, bro. They were the first titties I saw face to face. Like, you know what of a story that is? Think of what I'm saying, bro. The first breast I saw face to face, clean, just breast, not on TV, live, was Terry Reynolds and Miss Kitty Blood Goldust's wife, bro. Like, I just remember being like, raw. Shut up! Dark blood! Dark blood! I'm on the, yeah. Right now, it was different times in that Interaction 2001, right there. Yeah, I mean, I done a few stuff back in the day. If you like go check this on it, it's Interaction 2001 or 2002. It's a cage match on it between The Rock and Triple H, I think. Look out for a laser on The Rock.
Yeah.
It's me, bruv. I was trying to get him to notice me, blood. Rock, yeah! Because I was putting out the young voice. Rocky! Rocky! Yeah, blood. Yeah, that's when I told everyone that School The Rock was my uncle, blood. Yeah, it's school, innit, bro? Like, you do that in primary school, bro. Obviously, I'm 3% Samoan, so probably I'm family. Someone's family. There's not that many of them. The island's tiny, bro. So, you know what I mean? You're 2.5%. Maybe like 1% Tongan. Which means Haku could be your granddad, blood. Somehow. I don't know, blood. If you got some kind of Samoan in you, bro, you're likely to be part of the bloodline. That's all I'm saying, bro. It's the bloodline thing's that bad now that it's so racist. Every time I see any Samoan, I'm just like, you part of them? I know that. Because you know that's what's happening at school now, isn't it? We were like, yeah, so we've got young Tonga coming to the front of the class and that. They're like, oh yeah, what's your name? And that Tongoose, where's your family from? Like the islands. Everyone's in the class like, ooh, do you know The Rock? Kind of racist when you think about it, because when I used to go Jamaica, they go, do you know Bob Marley? I'm like, what do you mean by that? He's dead. Like, well, why would I just know Bob Marley, bro? He's like, oh yeah, like my friend's into the Chinese one. Do you know Jackie Chan? What the fuck, bro? China's got 1.2 billion people in it. You just think I know Jackie Chan, bro? Hey, man. But that shit's funny. No, I'm sure that was Interaction 2009. Yeah, hey. You see that? Hey, we'll go back and check it, bro. Just look at the laser, bro. That's all I'm saying. I went to every Interaction. I think it was like 3 or 4 of them. Manchester, Sheffield, London, I think. Yeah, man. Yeah, I was lucky back then. I was lucky. That's when my dad used to do security at the events in the UK. Yeah, good times, man. Good times, good stuff. Nostalgia, eh? Nostalgia always pops up when Raw's trash and SmackDown's trash. But I really, really had high hopes for them. But we should have known, guys. The build to Mania was trash. Mania was trash, and now after Mania's trash. But now they're giving us a backlash that nobody cares about, bro. They should bring back UK PLEs. I think they will. Yeah, Rebellion was cold. I think they will bring it back. Makes sense. They're doing Crown Jewel in Australia. I mean, to be fair, they're not going to bring back the ones with the names on it, but we had money. Was it Money in the Bank last year, the year before, London? The one that the ticket sold out in 2 minutes, bro, and then you couldn't buy a ticket on its own. You had to buy it with Raw and SmackDown tickets. That's the one I was screwing about because it's 20,000. 20, bro. I don't know if these like realize that's the same year that me and my son went to AEW All In. So if AEW All In could sell out the whole of Wembley Stadium, and you thought that 20,000 tickets for Money in the Bank, what? Nah, man. You could sell out Wembley Stadium night 1 and night 2 in England on a regular pay-per-view. Because we just don't get the we don't get the thingies that enough. So as long as you give us enough notice, we're there, man. You know what I'm saying? And if it's in England, but then I can start using my hustle. Blood. That's when they can start sending me media passes. They're like, yeah, but my son's my cameraman, so I need 2 tickets. Yeah, same, blood. Yeah. Who wants to speak? Yeah, yes. Hugo from the House of Savage. That's a question. Who's this guy you meant to be? It's my cameraman, blood. Shut the foolishness, bro. What do you mean, bro? My cameraman, all security, blood. No. Anyway, I said I was leaving 20 minutes ago, and now I'm still here. So it's looking pretty sad. Big up to everyone in the chat. Tomorrow, midday, run it. I'll put a post up anyway. I'll schedule a video, and then use that chat. Please, though, go and subscribe to Hugo Online. Not because I care for the subscribers, but you'll just miss the video and then try and ask me the next day. Oh, so it's how come you did that video and didn't tell me? Bro, you think I'm going to tell all these like individuals? I'm a bum. I'm not going to do that stuff. So, love for the love, man. Get the hell out of here. Go enjoy the rest of your day. You already know, man. The great man told you.